So, what do you adventurers remember from the last session then?
Yeah, let someone else do it because
No,
you're so
just
good at it.
all of you. Just
No,
whatever you remember.
we were forgetting the beginning of the session. We went to a wedding. Mr. Pierce made some friends, some beautiful old ladies that are definitely going to start giving him pocket money. You can see them on a regular basis. Sebastian did a top-notch job on stage, if I do say so myself, because I'm very modest. And then we found out that my brother was a dick. And even though the king thoroughly enjoyed my performance, I got arrested. But before they could take us away, the city is now on fire because the shield dropped. And we see giant trolls walking through the streets, dragging what seemed like cages full of people.
and lighting up houses.
We have a new friend called Gongo.
And Gongo! I forgot Gongo. Yes. Gongo is my friend.
Did Gongo join us?
He did, yeah.
Nice.
He joined you.
Go Gongo.
If you remember, as you were watching over this balcony, it ran along the sort of the side of the palace where nobody really goes. It's just a long, thin walkway around the sides. You look out onto the city, and you can see most of these forces have retreated beyond the wall now, and they're making their way out into the northern grasslands. Everything's on fire. It's just carnage when you look down. What are you doing?
I don't even know.
What can we, from the area that we are in, is there any way to go down?
You look around and you can see if you head. Oh, go on, give us an investigation then, everybody, because you're all there looking over.
Oh no, I'm a halfling. Reroll. Was that first roll of the night? That one.
I got a 13.
Yeah, wasn't much better. Sebastian's just going to jump off the side. I think 6.
1.
Would you get 21?
-1.
Oh, Despot can see about 200 meters to the right, against the wall, is an old ladder that runs up the side of this flat side of the palace, and it descends about 100 feet. It's really old and rusty. But at the bottom is like some thatched roofs of some buildings within the. So this wall is like right up against the other district. So this like makes up the wall of the royal district. So as you descend down, you would
literally
go on.
Literally fall on a roof next door.
Pretty much, yeah. Like within the streets that run between the different districts. But there's the other way. You can't see anything of use the other way. It extends out about 150 meters and then seems to turn a corner. But the other way, it's sort of, you can see the end of it on the wall, the end of your walkway.
All right, Gongo, mate. Do you know any other alternative routes down and out of the castle? Save us turning around and getting buggered by all those guards behind us.
This is a good question. Are these left go to stairs and entrance to palace?
Right. Okay, so
from what I gathered there, that left goes back in.
Yes.
That's where all the people are.
Excuse me, I've got to find my list again. So yes, I thought he was trying to say, and it always come back with blooming Australian accent. I'm blaming Pierce for that. Australian accent with a lisp. So yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things, right? So he's gonna. If we go that way, right, we're gonna go full in and we're gonna go down, and we're gonna go into the palace, and that's where all the soldiers are. We don't want to do that because soldiers suck.
Agreed.
And I don't really fancy getting arrested or thrown out where all those guys seem to be walking, because if we're out in the world with all of those things, we're going to end up in the cage with them. But yeah, I'm kind of worried. I suppose we better think about just trying to go down this ladder. There's a soft landing underneath us because there's those fast roofs. So if we do roofs, if we do fall, the roofs are there and there'll be a softer landing than the floor. Does that make sense, or have I frozen?
Yeah.
No, that sounds like a plan.
It sounds like something.
Something is better than nothing.
And I suppose because I'm the lightest one here, did I go first?
Yes.
Awesome. And I'm gonna just it's feet on the side, hands just.
So as you get closer to this ladder, you can see that it's a little bit jagged. It's multiple ladders that have been stuck together.
In that case, I'm not going to do that.
and sort of bolted into the wall, but it's very rusty. It doesn't seem to have been used for a long time, and there's no actual like easy access to it. You actually have to climb over the edge of the balcony and swing under and jump onto this ladder, because the ladder isn't actually to ascend and go onto the balcony. It's for, well, you could assume it's for like maintenance of the castle.
So it's about as useful as a peanut flavored lollipop, but we got to give it a go, because if we go inside, that's where all the horrible people are, and you know. We got to go and see on old Petty, on old Petto. Make sure he's all right. Innit? So, yeah, I'm just going to...
Give me an acrobatics to see if you can actually grab it.
Because that I could do. Gerald says, would you like a nice, comfortable 25?
Nice.
Easy. You can do it all day long if you wanted to. Climb over the side, and just with one swing, you just fly through the air and grapple onto the top of it and start to descend.
Lovely. Just to say, I'm not using my green dice today. I'm going to use a different one.
Ooh.
And so far, I've rolled a nat 1, a 5, and a nat 20.
Like it. Unpredictable.
Risky blue.
Who's next?
Well, I'll see you down the bottom, boys.
Do you want to go next? Because I'm the heaviest in the group.
Oh yeah, you would be, wouldn't you? I reckon you should go. Oh.
Who?
He said you should go.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean,
metal.
Dongo's not exactly small either. Chatting up from a ladder.
Yeah, Gongo, you next, I reckon.
I've made a terrible mistake. I haven't even got my dice out.
Ooh.
give me 1 minute. I'll go and get them. 1 minute. I'm going to pause it actually, just see, because I don't know where they are. Right. Gongo's going, right?
Oh.
Come on, Gongo.
Oh no. No.
Gongo's about as useful as Bob. This is good.
He he swings under and he just smacks into the wall, and then starts to fall. But he grabs his he gets his foot wedged like between two of the cross section of the ladder, and he's like stuck dangling there upside down. But he's all right, and he's just right above Seb. Oh.
So in that case, I'm going to climb up because I'm pretty nimble. So I'm going to climb up. So if he's got his foot stuck and he's sort of dangling upside down, right?
Mm.
Right. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to put my whip through the ladder and dangle it so he can hold on to it, and then hold it onto the other end. I'm just going to let go of the ladder and use my weight to pull him so he's upright. I'm going to basically use myself as a lever.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you think that I haven't got a ladder. If you think that we've got like the ladder run like that, I'm going to put it through so it goes down. So he's going to hold on.
Yeah, I get it.
I'll hold the other end, and then I go down the ladder, and he would then do a sit up, basically.
Yeah. All right then. That's all right.
Probably going to go really bad for me, but it was worth it.
You
got to save my boy Gongo.
You can give me an acrobatics. As Gongo's hanging there.
Yeah, 22.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, you pull him up, and like he headbutts one of the runners. And he's like, "Thank you, Seb."
It's all right, mate. It's all right. I'm just gonna use my whip, put it back on my old ulster bit, and carry on shimmying down.
He carries on. He's walking down above you. Who's next?
I suggest Mr. Pierce.
I think we should roll for it.
All right.
Roll.
Right, whoever rolls highest on the 20 goes first.
Wait, before you do that, what's everybody's passive perceptions?
Oh.
Steve? I don't know what your passive perception.
12.
12.
That's a perception. 16.
All right, that's great. Yep, carry on with your rolls.
Okay, so highest goes first. Hey, 4.
2. You go first.
Ah, damn. All right. All right. Guess I'm going first then.
Thought we were going to be really high numbers.
You step over the edge, and you're holding on as if you're like in a position ready to do a bungee jump. And you both look over because you hear, and you see some guards running down from, it's about 300 feet away from the other side of this walkway, and they're like running through all their metal armor, like clanking together and like hitting off the walls, and it's quite awkward for them to move. Give me an acrobatics, Mr. Pierce.
Okay. Acrobatics.
Oh dear, what can the matter be?
16.
16. That is good. How do you jump onto the ladder?
Kind of just double-footed because I'm not being too cautious. So yeah, double-footed onto the first rung.
Okay, great. So you're on. So 3 of you are on, and Desmond is there as well at the moment. So I'm gonna. Well, who's going next out of Desmond and Despot?
How far down is it?
It's,
for where I am.
Yeah, it's just over 100 feet.
Just over.
Just over. It's like 110.
Okay. Because that was my idea, out of the way.
But you're just going to jump.
I was actually going to go do entangle and use it as like a bungee rope kind of deal. But it's 20-foot radius. I was hoping I could just do it as like, but it's over 100. I can't do that.
Yeah, so just over 100. These guards are getting closer.
I'll suggest Duncan.
Desmond.
No, Desmond, that's the one.
Hey, Duncan.
Somebody.
I don't know. Beginning with a D.
He's from Blue, isn't
he? Yeah, he is.
From Thomas.
Do you who wants to roll for Desmond? Anyone?
Oh, go on then. I might as well attempt to kill my son.
he? Every father.
So what am I on? I'm on acrobatics, yeah.
Acrobatics, yeah.
Cool. So he's a +1, 11.
Oh, 11's all right still. 11's all right. He just about does it with some difficulty, but like he almost falls, and he just manages to grab the ladder just before he actually falls straight down, leaving Despot on his own as these guards approach.
Is it our time to jump?
What, onto the ladder? Time to jump onto the ladder?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have time.
All right, let's go try it. Let's just try. Sorry for everyone who's down below. Okay, not bad. I got a 14.
Oh, you're lucky.
I got lucky. I got a -1 on acrobatics.
Oh yeah. So Despot jumps off on at the top, and you all start to descend as these guards are like, get the longbows! And you're making your way down, going really fast, and Seb is nearing the bottom where the thatched roof is. He's about 30 feet away from the thatched roof. So really you're about 40 feet off the ground, completely, well, off the top of the thatched roof.
If I hear them say, "Here, get the crossbows."
Yep.
As soon as I place my hands on the wall, I will cast Entangle.
All right.
So they can't go and grab the crossbows.
What do I have to do for the guards?
Strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving throw. So there's 2 guards here. One got a 19.
Pass.
And the other got a 12.
Fail. So one is entangled.
Okay, the other one turns to see him entangled and tries to just starts trying to pull him out.
Yeah, that's fine.
You hear, yeah. So you all hear this ladder starting to creak and strain under the weight of Despot, Mr. Pierce, Gongo.
I'm not bloody surprised.
Above Seb, and actually Despot's part starts to come loose from the wall.
Oh no.
God, I think
just the top end, and as he makes it onto like another section, because I mentioned they were in sections, that piece actually comes straight off the wall and starts falling down the ladder where you're.
Oh no.
Everybody give us a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because you're clinging onto a ladder.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, my disadvantage.
Oh, I'm dead.
I
got a nat 1, so that's a 0.
All right.
15.
15.
It's nice knowing you guys. Despot is good.
Well, at least if Despot dies, we haven't got to worry about your power.
Gongo got a 15, and
True.
Desmond. Do you want to roll for Desmond again?
I'll roll for Desmond. He's dead. I just killed him. 4.
Oh, okay.
We wouldn't class this as an effect, would we? This
no.
situation. Okay, damn.
Just to point out, as a barbarian, you should have danger sensors, gives you advantage on dexterity saving throws.
But that's why I asked the question, because advantage on dex against effects that you can see. So I was wondering if
this is an effect you can see. You can see that the ladder's breaking.
Yeah, but is it an effect?
Or is that's the effect, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sick one.
It's a little bit, yeah. I would agree with that.
As a DM, it's very grey.
I would agree with that, though. Yeah, it's an effect. I was just thinking magical, but then when you explain what it's actually for, it makes sense.
Okay, cool. 14 then.
14's good. So the ladder comes off. This section comes off, and it just smacks Despot in the head. His head gets caught in between two of the runners, and the ladder swings round. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from the ladder, and I need you to make an athletics check.
Athletics?
Give us a strength saving throw. It's a saving throw.
Nice, 18.
18's good. You hold on as this ladder spins round on the end runners and swings down and hits into Desmond. He takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and then like comes off of your head and then just falls the rest of the way. The other guys saw what was happening and they just managed to dodge out of the way as it came down. Lands on the thatched roof, slides off and hits the ground. But the rest of it is creaking at the same rate. Seb gets to the bottom.
Yay.
And he jumps off and lands on the thatched roof, waiting for everybody else to come down.
Oh, God. They're going to come down a lot quicker than me, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing I can do at the bottom to steady this at all.
How far am I away from the bottom, would you say? Or everyone in general?
Who was next? It was
Gongo.
Wasn't it? Gongo's going to just jump from where he is, right? He's going to try and, because he's getting...
Don't die, you toppy git. Please don't die.
I can fly.
He was all right. He landed like in the seated position as he was flying through, and he landed into this thatched roof and partially broke the roof. It relieves a little bit of strain on the ladder, so you guys have a bit more time to get down. The next person down is Mr. Pierce.
How far away am I from the roof?
From the roof, you are about 20 feet now, so you've got all the way down almost.
Okay. Can I try to like... I don't know what movie I'm referencing, but there's one where they kind of like slide down instead of like stepping gradually. They kind of sliding. I don't know what movie that's from. So.
I'm trying to think as well.
Loads, but at least you're not Bob trying to slide up a ladder.
Yes.
It's a very unique skill.
Okay, so you want to do that?
What
do I get you to roll for that? Let's have a... Let's just do an athletics, because you're trying to hold on.
Okay. 13.
13's all right. You slide to the bottom, however, you don't stop at all. You just slide straight off the bottom of the ladder and give me an acrobatics check.
18.
18's good. You land just like Gongo landed, and you're able just to climb off the thatched roof, no damage whatsoever. Despot is the last. No, sorry, Desmond is on there still, isn't he? Desmond
is, yeah. And it's me.
Desmond gets to where Mr. Pierce is, and what do you want to do with Desmond?
Well, I reckon that me and Gongo, if Desmond jumped, we could catch him.
Yeah.
I like the thought of it. He's only a dwarf.
Yeah, it is doable.
Oh, Desmond, mate, jump. We'll catch you.
Yeah, all right.
So an acrobatics to see if he can stay in the best position to be caught by two large men.
He's a short fat dwarf. His acrobatics is not good. God, not 20.
Nice.
This is a good dice.
He's perfect, and you guys, you catch him, no harm done whatsoever.
That's a 19, by the way.
Oh, -1. Despot is not far behind. What are you doing as the other ladders above you start to creak and gradually pull away from the
Would
wall?
they be able to, the soldiers, can they do the same like we did? Or are they planning to?
What, climb down?
Yeah.
No, because the top part of the ladder has gone. It's on the floor with everybody else. There's no way they could get there.
Just I'm just trying to think. Just because it's broken anyway, so I just rather just do it. I'll try to do sliding down.
Yeah.
But like breaking the ladder as well. Like, you know, in the teeth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's some power move. That would be quite hard to do. So I want an athletics check from you as you do this, as you slide down.
Yep. That's a 15.
A 15, you manage to break a couple of the runners, but you don't break them all. You do a little bit of damage. It's metal.
Oh, okay.
So it's difficult to break it. However, you still manage to slide down to the bottom of the ladder.
Really nice.
Good shout, that. It's a pretty good one, that. Yeah, well done. Nice one. Yeah, well done. Thanks for catching me.
Vibes all around. So at the moment, you're in the main one of the main walkways within the city, and it's not far from. Well, it's easy access to most of the districts from here. If you go right, you head towards the eastern gate. If you go left, you head towards the western gate. And the
fire?
The fire is northerly direction, sort of around the perimeter mainly.
I'll just be rushing to the water. I mean, rushing to mostly Geppetto, my home, that's been lit on fire. But I'll try doing others around. But my priority is my home.
As you land in this street, it's absolute madness. People are running around, people are screaming, crying. There are injured people being carried through the streets. Lots of people have started to attend to the fires anyway, with buckets, like getting water out of troughs and just chucking it on the roofs. There's no sort of proper fire service within the city, but there's a couple of guys with a barrel on a trolley, who are running through the streets, and that's about it. And they're just trying to put out as many fires as possible. But everybody's doing their part and coming together. But it is absolute carnage, like horses bolting through the streets, knocking people over, and it's madness. It's absolute madness.
I'm still gonna go trying. The fire's not out at my home. I'll try and put it down.
All right, so you head over to the working districts, and you get in. Your house is on fire, and next to it are a few piss buckets, and there is a trough over the other side, which is full of water.
I'm gonna go create water.
You've also got a well, yeah, all right, yeah, nice.
So,
yeah,
tidal wave.
Create or destroy water. I can create up to 10 gallons of clean water.
10 gallons, that's not bad.
And so you see me like a pistol, like point at the areas of fire, and it's like a hose.
Yeah.
So I'll just like find the water out of my fingertips.
Yeah. Eventually, it does go out.
Go, gadget water pump.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Use water gun.
It goes out, and it's just smoke, a little bit of smoke, steam from all the water that's been doused onto the fire.
Just while he's being a superhero and like doing all this, I'm gonna just have my message thing to my ear. And I'm gonna be shouting into it. Lisa, Liza! If you can hear me, mate, get yourself over to the hammer and nail. Liza! Liza!
Can he return speech to you? Or?
No. It's literally, and so it's one of those. If I'm familiar with a person,
yeah,
right, and they're within 120 feet of me, they can hear me shouting into my sending stone. If I'm thinking about them, I'm thinking about Liza because need some muscle.
All right. So
with everybody running through the streets, he might be available.
The hammer and nail is on fire as well, but lots of drunks are trying to put it out frantically. They do not want that stock to go up in flames.
It's all right. Pee on it, lad. Pee on it. Actually, no, the amount of alcohol there'll be in that. No, forget it.
If I still have water with me on me, I'll be pointing still at the pub next.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you put out as much as you can, and you help out, and you put out a fair few roof fires. But one thing you notice when you were putting out the fire to your home is that the door was just smashed off its hinges.
As soon as I'm out of water, I will go and check the indoors, just in case.
You go inside. You know your father would normally be in bed because he suffers from the horrible illness.
Yeah.
And you go to the back room and he's not there. He's not there.
There's a silver cloud. At least he ain't burnt alive. Now it's just getting the tin of trolls.
And so, as Mr. Did you go with Despot, Mr. Pierce, and Seb?
Well, I sort of ran towards the hammer and nail because
Okay. So you ran past. You went to the hammer and nail. Okay. What did Mr. Pierce do?
I went to Geppetto's.
You went to Geppetto's as well. Desmond ran back to where he lives, which is sort of in the same district. He's gone to check on his mother and father as well.
And his whiskey.
And his whiskey supply, yes, very important. As Mr. Pierce is standing there outside Geppetto's, there are lots of injured people around, and he just absorbs the devastation that's been done to this city. And the guard force that were sort of building their forces and becoming quite useful are just slaughtered. And these people have got nobody to turn to. They're in desperate need of somebody just to help them. And there's women like pleading, because you look quite strong and unusual compared to the normal commoner. And there's women around Mr. Pierce and men all pleading, "Oh, help, please! They took our children, and oh, they took my husband," and all were sort of crying. And it's quite distressing. Quite a distressing scene with all the fires and stuff.
Is the hammer and nail still on fire?
The hammer and nail's been put out by all the drunks.
Okay, cool. Good. Go on, the drunks. I just came up with an idea, but if it's already out, then I ain't gonna do it. It's good.
It's out. It's out.
Anything else on fire? Because I really fancy giving this a go to see what happens.
Yeah, there's a small chapel on fire.
Oh no, not a chapel. Okay, cool. I want to attempt to blow the fire out.
Okay.
Right, now you're going to like this. Right?
Oh, okay.
I want to blow the fire out using thunder damage. So thunder damage is a wave of sound, but I want to concentrate it like you would use thunderclap, so that it's a wave of like.
So you're depriving the fire
no.
of oxygen. All right.
We'll spread it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm almost tempted to see if I can blow the damn roof off of the place. Good, let's get rid of the fire. But I want to see if it concentrate thunder, right? Because thunder is a wave. Thunder is a.
Well, it's only a chapel. So it doesn't matter if it has a roof or not. You can
even if it was Gary running around with his pants on fire, I want to give it a go.
Poor Gary.
And actually, Gary is in the middle of like where the market area would normally be, in front of the hammer and nail in the pillory still. I saw this carnage is going on. He's there like because he's got himself into some trouble again. He's been stuck in the pillory.
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use thunder wave to try and blow the fire out.
Go on,
chapel. I just want to be a hero. So the chapel can't make a Constitution saving throw.
Automatically fails.
So it's what do you want me to do? You don't want me to roll damage, do you?
Yeah.
You want me to roll my damage dice? Ooh. Respectable. No, 12. Can't do maths. 12.
Yeah, 12's all right. 12's all right. You sort of you do damage the roof a little bit, but the main thing is you've deprived that fire of its vital oxygen, and it's just gone out. So
I did something.
Yeah, and that's the last one in that main area that you're in. You can't really see anything else. There's fires which are quite far off. People see this, they clap, they cheer. Lots of people crying, and really, it's a really horrible place, horrible situation for everybody to be in. But just at that moment, a young lad carrying a piece of parchment runs in, and he's like talking to people, running from person to person, going, looks like he's asking a question.
How far away? What is this in front of me?
Like just in that area.
That's all right. Hey, kid, what's that you got in your hand there? I do like a bit of parchment.
It's a telegram for Sebastian Shortup.
Oh shit! Sure, that's me.
He went that way.
No, I just want to find out what this is all about.
Looks at Mr. Pierce, like doesn't know who to believe.
It's me, Sebastian. Shut up. Listen to it.
Persuasion.
Well, because I've got to try and convince him that I'm me. Persuasion. What's my persuasion? 6. That is 19.
All right, yeah, he gives it to you. He's like, top priority.
Goody. Yes. Is it from my brother? Yes.
No, it's from Marcus.
Oh, all right. And yeah, I don't mind Marcus. Let's have a read then.
It is addressed to you, and it's written in haste, and you can see. It says your brother is up to something. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to keep a close eye on him. Never has the king acted so irrationally. And it goes on to say, after some persuasion to the king, I told him that it would be subject to a fair trial. And he came around, mainly after the story about the good work you did with the Gorgon. And it says that the king has agreed to give you one last chance.
Okay. Great. I didn't do anything the second time. Except the first one. It's all right. So hastily write something back.
Wait, it's not finished. So
it's not finished. There's more.
It's not finished.
Oh.
It says so he's agreed.
It's put it on the bottom. Yeah, put it. Please turn over.
PTO. Yeah. So the last thing on there, it says so. He's agreed to give you one last chance. After what's just happened in the city, if you do a good job, you retrieve as many people as you can.
Dad, I got some
then
very good news.
All right, 2 secs. If you retrieve,
I want to know what the good news is.
Yeah,
Tell us.
What's the good news? Oh, your tooth came out.
That's good news.
Hey!
Everyone's cheering for you.
Yeah, got to cheer on my namesake. What, James?
How you doing, man?
I realise we're screaming, but it's just into Dan's ear.
Yeah. Right. You got a bit of blood on your top. Go and put that under your pillow.
I'm going to put this under my pillow.
And the tooth fairy might bring you something special in the morning. Good night. Still climbing.
Yeah, he was shouting hello, but it was just Dan.
Hello! My face!
Deafening Dan. What?
Yeah, that's a surprise. Where were we? So he get one last chance. Go out there, get as many people back as you can for a full pardon.
Okay, cool. As many people as I can. So if I bring back one, that's good. As many as I could. But all right, it's fine. Kid, don't leave yet. It's all right. We're going to sort this out. It's yo, Marky boy. Because this is the return, isn't it? Because I always carry a quill because you never know when there's going to be a joke that needs writing down. So no worries, Marky boy. Me and the boys are going to head out, and we are going to see what we can see. Because all that we can see are going to be people stuck in cages. And I will be seeing you in X amount of days.
All
and we'll see what we can see. See.
All right, so you write that back, give it to the kid, and he runs off. But
bye.
He did also thank you on there for a fantastic performance at his union.
Yay! Did I get any more experience points for my fantastic performance?
No.
Put him on the spot.
Yeah. And so the kid
just like my wife changing the bloody subject. Yeah.
The kid runs off, and you're sort of left outside the Hammer and Nail. There's Mr. Pierce and Despot outside of Geppetto's workshop.
So okay, so I know one of you tall guys must have seen which way they ran. Which way did they head? This way, that way, or this way?
They all point to the north gate. Everyone know they came in, and you look on the ground, and there's like scrapes where these cages have been dragged through the city, and there's footprints everywhere, gradually getting all like squished over by the people that are running around in just like a madness, in absolute madness. But you can see all the footprints for now.
All the footprints for now. They've all headed north.
They've all headed to the north gate.
Poo.
I mean, I assume we need to go that way. But ideally, get some more bodies behind us, because there were like at least, I don't know, I can't remember how many there were, but there were definitely enough to outflank us.
There was a fair lump of them.
What you saw was an army.
Ah, right.
Yeah, that was it was. I mean, more than even if we had a full contingency, we wouldn't be able to stand much of a chance. But this is about getting people back. What about fixing the dome? I mean, we haven't done anything about fixing the dome, but we can't leave all the prisoners for days, like we did with Little Willie. Can we?
I mean, he was fine.
Yeah. He, you know.
So as you're contemplating this, Liza turns up.
Yeah, good lad.
And you rang.
Yeah, Liza, mate. It's so good to see you. Meet Gongo. Gongo, Liza, Gongo.
Pleasure. Very strong.
We got some muscle. So we got muscle.
Right, you haven't introduced me yet, but okay.
No, I just wanted Liza, Gongo, Liza. These are my buddies. You're my mates, but these are my buddies.
Oh, okay.
I know Lisa as well.
And you've met, yeah. See, an old despot has met Liza. So we're all right, fine. Liza,
brother.
Liza, Mr. Pierce, Mr. Liza. Mr. Liza.
Mr. Pierce. Well, a pleasure to meet you. I am Liza.
Oh, pleasure. Pleasure, mate.
I fought them in the streets. They are hobgoblin.
Hobgoblins. Oh, hobgoblins.
Hobgoblin.
I wonder if any of them are called Ned.
Bugbear. And troll.
Hobgoblins, bugbears.
Whole lot of goblinoids.
Trolls.
No, not troll. Not troll. I thought troll at first, but he's ogre.
Ogres.
That's just mean. Did you take any of them down? Did you squish any?
Many.
If they look like this.
If they look like that, we're easy people. That's not a real ogre. Right. So it's the So okay. Any of them still squirming, or did you like really like them all?
I kill all of them.
Damn it.
You can go
It was worth
find out what they got.
Maybe, yeah, but if we go and check on some of the bodies, we might find a clue. As maybe a whereabouts, or at least why they're bloody here. If we head north, we'll probably find more of them, because that's where they came in.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's not good, because I'm in desperate need of a rest, because I've got jack shit to take out into combat. I've got one spell slot to take out with me, and that ain't gonna do jack
if we see the bodies, we might be able to get something that might help you.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Well, that's sort of what I was asking, if I got any experience point for my wonderful rendition of just being me, really. But it's fine. Yeah, let's go and find some bodies and see what we can see.
This way.
Yeah, Joe's leader. Go on, lead the way, mate. Sniff them out.
He takes you into sort of a different part of the district that you're not used to going to, and you come across 3 bodies which he had recently slain. The rest, he said there was more there, but they must have been taken away by commoners for whatever reason. So there's 3 bodies there.
Investigate.
Okay.
15 on the dice plus 3, 18.
So are you investigating all of them?
Well, I just want to investigate.
Okay, so just investigate the area, you go through them. Does anybody else want to investigate?
Yeah, I'll go do it.
So what they've got is with these hobgoblins, they're quite well armored. Their weaponry is quite good as well. You don't find any sort of valuable items or anything like that. But it's more, some of them have arrows on them, some of them have crossbow bolts, one of them has a vial of poison. That's what Seb finds.
I got a 22 as well.
You got a 22. What did Mr. Pierce get?
Oh, I got a 5.
Mr. Pierce admires the armor and the weaponry. He can see that there's a short sword. One of them carries a couple of small hand axes. But Despot, with his investigation, he has a deep dive. He goes for the deep dive, and he pulls out a picture. Well, not a picture, sort of a drawing is what I meant, done in charcoal. It's old, like screwed up, but it is a picture of hobgoblins, like a hobgoblin family. Like, must have been this guy's family, right? And in the background is a good picture, very well drawn. And they've drawn sort of like a canyon type area in the backdrop. In the front where they're standing are like crop fields, and then in the background there are sort of canyon type terrain.
Would I be able to? Is there any cloth on these bodies?
Yes, there is red cloth.
I'll take one of the cloths.
Okay, you take a bit of cloth as well.
Yeah, there's a method to my madness.
No worries. And that's all you find.
Okay.
While you're there, you hear a and the bubbles like reappears over the city.
Oh, so that started working again. Oh, okay. But
even in this area, there's people running around. It's crazy.
I don't, yeah. Okay.
Stacks of bodies.
Well, stacks of dead villagers.
Yes.
Dead gods that volunteered.
Mr. Pierce notices a child that's crying for its mother. No mother is to be seen.
Oh, you're right there, little guy. What's that?
Wah! It's just screaming. He's really young, just about able to walk. Wah, wah.
All right, get no sense out of this one then. Right, okay. I don't really know. I'll just pick it up and start rocking it. Is that the sort of age? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have kids. Get up and rock it.
Yeah, it sort of makes it feel a little bit better, and it stops crying, but it's just sobbing in your arms.
Right. Do you have a collar or name tag on you, little guy?
A name tag as a child. Not a dog.
I don't know. I don't know what kids do. Right. Well. What do I do here, lads? Do we keep hold of it for a while, or do I just leave it?
What, the kid? No, no, we don't.
Let's not put it in danger.
Here, I'm gonna go. Ladies, any ladies, females of all sizes and shapes wanted, and any kind of lady.
There are lots, and a lot of them are collapsed on the floor with just in a really sorry state. crying their eyes out. Some
Right.
women are trying to help carry the dead and stack them up.
Okay. With this young one in my hand, can I temporarily split off from the pack and see what Willie and Willie's mum, what the state of their house and if they are there? Yeah, sorry lads, I got somewhere to just check out.
You head over. Oh, sorry, mate. You head over to Willie's mum's house, and Willie is there, and he's also he's in like the little yard bit that he has, just round the corner. It's detached from the house. You don't find him in the house initially, but then you go to the yard bit. He's there. He's just sobbing, and he says, "Mum's gone. Mum's gone."
Right, did you see what happened? Something take her, or did she just go missing?
They put her in a cage with the others.
Oh, for God's sake. Right, okay, you come with us too. Right, come with me, Willie. You need to find at least one adult that's like capable to offload all these guys onto. Right, okay, so I'll grab Willie by the hand and we'll walk back towards the other group. They just come back and see me with like loads more kids. Yeah. Hello, lads. Willie's going to be off.
Is this your school?
No, I'm not going back there. No, I can't go back there. No, I'll just pick up any kids that we see. For the time being, keep them safe, you know.
Can I go over and seeing Pierce walk back with another kid? Can I go over to a woman and like one of the ones that isn't completely distraught on the floor, like?
So some of them that are stacking dead bodies, they did notice that you were calling for a female, but they didn't know why, so they just didn't even bother inquiring. They continued with the task at hand.
Well, and in that case, I've got one that showed the most interest. I want to go over and see that one.
There's a sort of middle-aged woman who's helping the men. She's quite strong. Yeah,
should do. Excuse me, there, beautiful young maidens. But as a member of the ITC, I would just I'd like to bring you in as a temporary recruit to help us out with a small issue. I know you're busy, but we need this before we can go out and start searching for the captives.
That's fine. What is it you need?
So we've managed to pick up this young child who was screaming for its mother. Unfortunately, yes, I know, a terrible thing, isn't it? And this is little Willie, the little one over there. He's sort of like, he's up to my waist because he's a halfling, isn't he? So and that's little Willie, and unfortunately, his mother's been stuffed into one of the cages and taken as well. So if it's all right, if we could find somewhere safe to leave them, so that the five of us could scurry out of the city and see if we can see where the captors have taken everybody.
Well, of course, I'm happy to help. I have 5 children of my own.
Oh, so another 2 won't make that much of a difference then, would it?
Could you offer any support? I will do as you ask, but...
You want me to offer some support? Yeah. They make this wonderful underwire now for supporting such ample bosoms.
He looks at you confused.
Whoosh.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I will give you as much as I can spare, which isn't a freaking lot because I'm not exactly rich. And I'm gonna hand her all of my silver that I'm carrying.
How many silvers is that?
9.
Oh, she goes, oh, thank you. I didn't expect even this much. I will take the little ones, and you can find me in this hut here. And then she points to a little small house on the corner.
It's such a lovely abode. I look forward to seeing you in there at some point in the future.
And yeah, she takes the two children, and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, she'll be safe with me."
I hope your husband doesn't mind you bringing two new children home.
He died.
Oh no!
And this is the point where I just kind of go.
Now's the chance.
Result.
Because why else would I ask? I don't bloody care.
Start combing his hair.
Oh yeah, it start flicking the curls, mate. Flicking the curls.
Despot notices that over the other side of this area, there's just a guard just stumbling in a daze. He has no helmet on. He has no weapons with him. He's like covered in blood, and he's just walking, like falling against the wall as he walks, really dragging his heels.
I'll go up to the gentleman.
He's looking through you.
If I see him like topple over or he needs support, I'll try to bring him in.
Okay. He falls, and you sort of support him then.
Yeah. Is there anything that we need to know? Because we're gonna go and try and save him.
They killed all of us. When I joined the guard force, I never thought it would be. I would actually be doing any fighting. They killed my best friend.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything that I can do to help you at this time?
Yes. Where is my mother?
Where's the house that your mother lives?
She just gives you a blank expression. And he says, "Oh, I know where she is. She's in one of those cages. I must get her back. I must get her back." And he stands up, and like just starts to make his way to the north gate, like stumbling and falling over people.
You are not fit to fight. I will promise you that I will get your mother back, including the others that have been taken.
He just sits down and he just starts crying.
I'll vow to go bring him back, even if it if it means my life. I'll vow.
Yeah.
To bring the people back.
He offers you. He goes, "Oh, this is all I have," and he gives you a bag of sort of mixed coins, which amount to about 5 gold altogether.
Okay.
And he pulls out some of his weapons and offers you them if you want those. He has some daggers, and he just has small sidearms, arrows. He hasn't actually got a bow, and he gives you 4 small potions of healing as well, which he carries on a belt, little vials.
Potions of healing, very useful. All the weapons, not in the slightest.
No.
You haven't got any spell slots in there, have you? Because I'll need a couple of them.
It's just looking through you.
Of course he is. Remind me of my ex-wife looking like that. Right.
That's terrible. I can't get normal healing potions.
It's minor, isn't it? Minor healing potions. You should be able to get them.
When I type in minor healing, when I put down healing, it shows greater, nothing less.
No,
Alright.
they're literally just write healing. And there's one that says potion of healing.
Potion of healing. That's it. Yeah.
And then there's greater, superior, and supreme.
Supreme.
What the hell does a supreme do?
10d4 plus 20.
20.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not showing me potion of healing.
Is it not?
No, it's just showing me greater.
But even if you're just writing healing in inventory.
Yeah, I put down healing.
All right. So
how lowest it goes is greater.
I gave you 4, didn't I? Was it?
Yeah.
5? Yeah, 4. So all you need to know is you got 4. All right. So just write it down.
It's all right. I'll take them because I've got it.
Yeah. So it's 2d4 plus 2 anyway.
You haven't got any pocket. You haven't got any pockets. I'll have them.
Fair enough. And it was daggers, 1 crossbow bolt.
There we go. 4 healing potions.
Crossbow bolts. Let's say 5 crossbow bolts. So this
Does he have a crossbow?
It doesn't have a crossbow, no.
And
2 daggers.
I know you're going to look straight through me, right? But you are freaking useless.
Left all the weapons. It was useless. Useless to fight back. All of my
yes,
friends
you're right.
were killed.
Useless. Yes.
I dropped it in the field somewhere.
I'm not mean you dropped it in the field.
Mm.
Was it a good crossbow? Is it worth looking for, or was it just a normal crossbow?
Standard issue.
Yeah, that's all right. Keep that
then. Yeah, and he gives you. This is stuff that's on his belt, his utility belt. But yeah, he has a few arrows in his quiver as well, which is around the back of his belt. He has 4 arrows that he can give you if you want to take those.
Now let him have some weapons just in case something does happen. He's got something to protect himself with.
Yeah. People are swarming you guys because you're well known. The ICC is well known within this district, and they know what you've done. They know you got rid of the Gorgon, and you pretty much established the new mining outpost. So yeah, you're well known in this district, and people are swarming you, begging for your help to get their loved ones back.
It's right. So it's all right. Calm down. As soon as we have got ourselves together, we are going to go out and we are going to attempt to find your loved ones and his loved ones and his loved ones and my loved ones. I don't know what their names are, but I'm hoping to find them.
You're going out to find your pardon, aren't you?
Yeah, basically. That's my loved one. That pardon. And we're going to find his loved ones and his loved ones and that one's loved ones. I'm just going to start pointing everywhere. And their loved ones.
How to bring everyone back. How's that?
Too simple. But yeah, we're gonna try our best to bring everybody back. We may not be a full-fledged army, but we are strong and bold in heart and smart of mind, or at least some of us.
Noted.
You give the district, or these people that were just so upset. You give them a glimmer of hope, and they even a few of them start to smile a little bit, tears streaming down their cheeks, and they start cheering you. And they all start cheering, "Oh, say, yeah!"
This is the point I was going. I just got to go to bed so I can get me spell slots back.
And there's guys. There's a lot of the traders in this district. They're like, lads, if you need anything, I can help you out. If you want anything, I don't know what you're talking about there, but I'll see what a spell slot is and I'll get back to you.
I need spell slots.
People want to help you out. These are your people, and they will do anything for you.
These are our people. Oh God. I need a long rest. Nothing else I need. I need a long rest.
There's that lad that delivered the telegram running through the street, and he goes, my lord. Surely
he's not talking
to Seb, and he goes, I forgot.
Peepers.
Here, I was supposed to give you these as well.
Okay, give it a. That's it. Catch your breath. Great. And with it.
And he hands you these little brooches with "Stand Proud" written on them, like basically the shield, little shield version of the brooch.
Sick. Nice.
Elder Marcus has announced you lords of this district, and by wearing these, you are now the guardians of Dicklund.
Well, blow me sideways and call me Susie.
Really sorry, quite an important bit, but I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, lads, that's one of these. Click.
How do you put these on?
Oh, that's the right way. Just put it over his chest and just go ding.
Ow.
Ow.
And it's embedded in your chest. Ding.
Ow.
Actually, I can use tools. What can I talk? No, I can't.
So you've already got these cool brooches, and you've got one Desmond as well.
It's all right. I'll stick that in my pocket.
So,
I wonder what happened to Billy.
Billy was Billy was in the streets. He must have been fighting them.
Oh man, that is heartbreaking.
Yeah, this is all really depressing, especially with the music I'm listening to in the background. Start crying.
You never know. He could have been captured. He could have been killed.
Oh my God!
He could be anywhere.
Do not jinx it. Do not jinx that on Billy.
See, I don't want to find out. Billy, no, not Billy. Sorry, I composed myself. Right now, look, I might be a lord, right, and we might know which way they've headed, and we might be able to follow them. But unless I get a long rest, I am no freaking use to us at all.
As lords of the district, you take a cut of the taxes as well.
I don't want any money. I want to sleep.
So when everything's back up and running, you get a cut of the taxes. I'll let you know how much that is.
Marvelous.
Per month or per third season. Third of the season.
Right. Yeah. Every quarter.
It's third season. Every third of the season.
Every third of the season. What season?
So basically every month.
Right. Okay. So I'm not going to get my rest.
Well, I don't see why you can't, to be honest. Like, we can just...
No, because the longer we stay here, the further away they get. So we might as well...
Yeah, but I doubt that the tracks they've left will disappear of one night. And they have got, like, heavy tire tracks and everything. I mean, I think it'd be more beneficial if we did rest. And at least then we can gather some people and then we can head out, as opposed to just rush and do it now and hardly have anyone.
We got Lisa and
Gongo.
Yeah, we got Lisa and Gongo.
Gongo's got no weapons or anything though.
Yeah, has Gongo ever fought before? Like, Gongo, mate. Like, if
right, okay, dead.
If I try and double leg Gongo, is he going to defend it? Let's try it. Right.
can try it.
Yeah, I go to double leg him. Does he defend it?
Wait, what's a double leg? I don't know. What
Double
that
leg.
is.
So grab his legs, drop him on his back.
MMA, double leg.
Oh,
tackle.
okay, right.
Think of it, a rugby tackle, effectively.
Yeah,
Spear.
make an attack roll.
Unless he's like a secret collegiate wrestler and like sprawls out really well.
Powerbomb.
Well, I suppose he will be because I've got a 6.
You grab his legs and you try and pull them out from underneath him, and he just doesn't move. But he's completely unaware of what's going on. He doesn't even see you do it. He's just looking around, going, "Oh, so terrible, so terrible."
Yep, he's good.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna. Deathboy, I'll be up on this barrel.
Okay.
Great. So now I'm standing eye to eye with everybody else.
I'm gonna go do the Simba thing. I'm not put you on the barrel. I'm just gonna go hold you up.
Okay, sure. So hear ye, hear.
Does this help?
It's a circle of life. Hear ye, hear ye. Though all of those who are able-bodied to swing a sword, gather those from the dead. We must create a militia to guard against. I'm going to go the evils of the world. Secondly, kick Gongo out with whatever you can find because he's going to need it on the paths as we leave the North Gate. Thirdly, I need to go to bed.
Okay, right. Roll a roll a persuasion.
Persuasion. That's all
Yes.
right. It's all the same. 18.
Okay. They look, and like a few of them are quite keen. They really want to help you. You can just see it in their face, but they're terrified of the consequences if they were to go out there. So they don't really want to. However, some of the blacksmiths and stuff start bringing out weapons and stuff for Gongo, and they give him his choice of any weapon he wants. Loads of armor. Guys holding armor up for him, and somebody brings a bed out for you. And
Oh, that's lovely.
My lord, your bed.
Thank you very much. While he's carrying it, I just dive.
That poor geezer's poor back.
Don't know why you're complaining. I'm not that heavy.
And
That's the momentum.
unfortunately, nobody really. You don't get the crowd to sort of like synergize and become a mob in a way. Not really a mob, but a militia. Like, yeah, but they want to help, but they're terrified because of the losses. And what sort of what sort of warrior do you see Gongo being?
I mean, in all fairness, right, he was a half-orc, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
So half-orcs are brutes. I'd expect I'd expect him to be some sort of brawler at least. You know, be a fighter with a brawler feat at least.
Mr. Pierce is a barbarian. He's going down the barbarian route, and they have a tendency to form clans. I'm not trying to sway your decision, but
Swear Gongo into the barbarian we could call it the Pierce clan.
just depends like what armor you want him to wear, if any, what weapon you want him to carry.
Well, I think that could go all the way up to Gongo. I mean, I'm pretty sure. What was Lither? Lither was a barbarian, wasn't he?
No, Liz is
Liz
is a ranger.
Oh, he's a ranger.
Yeah.
He hits really hard for a ranger.
I mean, not in this. He's just an NPC, so he's like lizard folk. That's it. So
lizard folk. Lizard folk hit quite hard.
Pretty much fighters, really, aren't they?
I mean, what do we do? Gongo, mate. Gongo. Here, right? What are your skills? What are you good at?
I do art. I do makeup.
Yes. No, you did me out perfectly. You're beautiful.
Do food. I do toilet.
I do toilet as well. Yeah, and always useful.
I do clean, sweep. And I do be whipped.
Sure. I just want to see something, right? And I'm just going to grab a stick, right? You're going to like this. This is going to be interesting. This is me.
Okay, I think
I am Mr. Miyagi in this shit.
Okay, you're going to make him a monk.
All right. So it's interesting. So show me sweep the floor. Right. So you just see him. He's got that movement. It's like at the defense. Watch. See, like that. And I just from that's as a defense. And it's like, right, now you're going to show me use the blusher. So he does that. So he says defense. Yeah, use the blush. Pow. Use the blush. Pow.
I like where you're going with this. Yeah.
You're making him a monk.
Right.
Love
so
it.
it's just exactly. I can't even. Yeah, that's exactly what
A half-orc monk.
And I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run through because I do my own makeup, so I know exactly what it's all about, and we'll sort of do the do eyeliner. Yeah, power, and we just get some movements going. So it's lots of this.
In doing so, I'll offer palm out to see if he, speedballing and all that.
Yeah, so the little bits that Seb's doing with him, he from his years of sweeping and makeup and stuff, he reacts to it naturally as you say it. I'll do sweeping, do makeup.
He said he used to do cooking. Flip the pancake.
Yeah, and his reactions and him hitting your hand or the stick, hitting the stick, he's like, oh. He's quite happy with it, and then Despot puts his hands up and he goes, whoa! Starts punching Despot's hands, and he's like, looks at one fist and he's like the other. He's like, I like, and he runs and does a flying kick into some random commoner. And he goes, yes.
Sorry.
So he's this guy's like,
oh. He's kind of sorry, and he goes, whoa.
It's fine, my lord. And he so he becomes a monk. You see it fit. He's a monk with the brawler feet. With the tavern brawler feet. So he can use any object with proficiency. Now I've just got to build a stat block for him. Yeah.
Yeah, go Gongo. I knew you and me were going to see. I knew it. Because I can do the monk stuff because remember, I've been training with my buddy in the park doing the old quivering palm technique.
You have this. Oh, yeah. It's good. I
was going to use that on my next level up, but I'll give it the Gongo instead.
Right. So these people are still pleading with you. They're happy and they're just wondering why you're not moving.
So I'm gonna lay in the bed in the middle of the street. Just go away, I need sleep.
Do you guys what do you guys want to do? Do you want to have a rest, or you can have a rest?
I mean, that's stupid. What time is it?
Is evening.
Oh, man. I'm going to give 2 hours to track out and in. I'm not even going to go too far away. I just want to make sure that we get a direction that the track's heading, just in case the DM wants to do anything naughty overnight. Well, I'll try and get my.
You know they went to the North Gate. Eyewitnesses told you that. The tracks lead to the North Gate. So you want to go out of the North Gate?
No, I literally at North Gate. I want to go out an hour, back an hour. That's it. 2 hours outside the North Gate, because that's an hour's not very far. I just want to do some tracking.
I mean, if we come across anything while you're still spelled.
I've not got enough to take on an entire freaking army of them. But I'm not completely useless.
Yeah, all right, I'm behind that. As for everyone else here, I'll take the reins, Seb. You've talked a lot today.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Right. But I don't have good public speaking skills. Everyone, meet us back here tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock at the almost broken Hammer and Nail, and we'll go through the plan then. We're just going to scout outside the walls a little bit, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Do a persuasion with advantage now because you are lords.
Ooh.
Whereas before you weren't.
I wasn't a lord when I gave my speech.
I think so, no.
No, I was.
Were you? All right, no advantage.
Oh.
Well, when I got held up like Simba, I had my wristband on.
Oh, okay. Right, my mistake. Yeah, no advantage. Sorry, Mr. Pierce.
Oh,
you can give him advantage. He needs it.
Can someone tell me what I have? 11.
11. You can still see the faces of people. They sort of nod, but you look at them. You're just like, oh, I'm not too sure if they can even bother turning up. They just look terrified. Their city for the first time in probably over 1,000 years has been attacked.
Right, well, I know some of you are doubtful, but the worst you can do is just come to the Hammer and Nail tomorrow, listen to what we have to say, and if you still don't agree with us, then you can, head off your own way. But literally, just come here tomorrow. That's all we're asking.
All right. We'll see how many turn up.
Your Lord commands it. Right, we'll leave it there.
Seb goes out the North Gate, and the tracks are obvious. This is like an army you're tracking. They head north. From where you are, they head northeast.
Northeast, because you're not in the army at all, are you?
Give you a banding if you want.
That's the 8th marker, right? No, it's not. It's the 16th marker.
I can give you in mils.
Because you got north, and then you got northeast, and then you got northeast. Yeah, I know my compasses. I was a Boy Scout.
Northeast.
Northeast. That's about that direction.
Yeah, that's like 22.5 degrees, isn't it? Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, it is. It's 22, 45, and 90.
Yeah.
It's 3,200 mils in a full circle on the compass.
3,200?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Cool. Now the mathematician is thinking.
I think it's different. It's just a different unit of measurement on a compass.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
But if there's 360 degrees, it's 22 and a half.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
No, it does. No.
It really matters. It doesn't get down to business.
We'll spend the next hour talking about this. No, that makes sense. All right, continue.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if it's that obvious, then I'm just gonna go back. I only wanted to go out a bit and then back a bit.
Sorry, that's halfway around a compass. It's 6,400 mils in a full circle. Yeah, so you went out a little bit and you came back and it was uneventful. There was nothing about because whatever was about was obviously scared away by this huge army progressing through the grasslands. And it has pretty much been flattened, a lot of it. And the northern gate has been knocked off its hinges, but it doesn't really matter now that the barrier's up and running. And you come back and the sun is sort of starting to set now.
Fine, no problem. I am going to go and resume my position in my bed. I'm assuming my very sooty, burnt bed because it was in the Hammer and Nail.
Yeah, well, actually, it was on the streets, but.
Well, no, that was the bed that some weirdo brought out to me.
Oh, you're not going back to that one. You go to the Hammer and Nail one.
That's not my bed that was in the Hammer and Nails. That was where I was sleeping.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you go back to the Hammer and Nail. What's everybody else doing? Where are you guys going?
So I know my house is burnt.
It's not burned. It's just the roof is singed, and
the roof is singed,
and the front door has been knocked off its hinges, just smashed off its hinges.
As I'll be probably staying right near the north gate, so I can just turn myself off near the front gate. So I'm guaranteed to be in there.
All right. Mr. Pierce?
I will probably head to where little Willie is residing. Probably just check up on him, make sure he's doing all right, help him out. Yeah, that's where I'll stay.
All right. Yeah, she says you can stay there, and yeah, the 7 children, and they're a little bit of a handful, but Willie seems to be fitting in just fine, and the little kid that's like 3 years old is enjoying himself in the company of other children. So it was a good decision, really. And so you stay there, and that's a long rest for you lot.
Cool.
And we'll take a short rest while you have your long rest.
Yay!
Right. And it's the morning.
Hey! Don't get any dreams in this world. I like it.
We don't have that kind of evil person that's in our head.
Despot just dreams of ones and zeros.
Yeah. Matrix.
Oh no, a 2.
There's a reboot.
A 2.
Oh no, what's this?
Your middle name is 2X4B, right? And ain't nobody else in there that would get that reference.
No.
Such a geek. Such a geek. That's Crichton's middle name in Red Dwarf.
Is it?
2X4B.
Yeah, that's too geeky.
Such a geeky middle name.
No. I aspire to be that geeky one day.
Such a geek. As well as a young man, I was a dwarf, you see. But yes, it's the morning and I'm awake. And I feel all rejuvenated and my magical spell slots are all empty because I haven't used them.
Yeah, you wake up to a layer of frost over everything. And that tells you that the blaze, the season of the blaze is coming to an end as the temperature starts to drop.
Does the force field around the city not help regulate temperature? Does it?
Oh, that would be yeah. Maybe that's one for the elders. If you're interested, maybe you could take a tour of the spire. But I don't think they're doing tours just at the moment. But yeah, that's not a lot of people. So common knowledge in the city is that not a lot of people know how this spire works. They know how to turn it on and off, but that's it. They don't know how it works, how it suspends the white crystalline shards within it, and it doesn't know how to. They don't know how to use the energy. It was all built with the city in the very beginning when the city was obviously first built, and then it was left. The knowledge was lost to history.
I think that's probably the next thing. Oh, I'm not actually with them yet, so I won't stop talking. But when we are, I'll stop talking.
Well, you're still going to notice that it's cold, bro. So it's fine.
Oh yeah, but I was going to propose something like to the group, but I'll wait till I'm actually with the group.
Fair enough. Hey, morning, Mr. Pierce. How are you? There you go. You're with the group.
What one thing that you have noticed that makes you think like How does this force field know? You throughout your lifetime, you've seen birds flying in and out of the force field. So how do the birds get in? How does the weather get in? How does the weather pass the force field? It's a good observation, actually. How does it keep other things out? How does it know?
Yeah, well, it didn't bloody work, did it, against the evil things? So interesting, Mr. Bond. Interesting.
All right. So, if any of those, if I've gone to the Hammer and Nail to meet up with everybody, how many are there? How's it looking?
Tell you right now. You've done really well. We've got 32 people there.
Well, I'm Pasty Boy.
Oh no, it's all you, mate.
I don't remember doing anything. Sure, that's fine. Always nice to see so many beautiful people this earlier in the morning. Hello, pleasure, lovely to see you. Why are they here again?
So, I'm not too sure about this. Muttering in the crowd.
I'll just be showing up late because I was at the entrance of the North Gate.
Yeah.
But you forgot they were coming.
I'm not sure these lords know what they do.
If I can hear this, well, are you able to bear arms? And I'm not talking about the two that are connected to your shoulders.
Yeah, look, see, aye.
For those of you who can bear arms, grab what weapons you can find. You are going to be anointed, and I'm just going to pull my rapier out, and I dub you the militia of Dicklundia. Or at least,
they like
at
that.
least this sovereigns of Dicklundia, this little bit.
Oh, they like it. They like it.
And in dubbing you so, it is up to you to protect from any evil goings on that may happen while your lords are out tracking said imprisoned peoples. My brain's not working a lot at all. Like, it's just not there.
We're not. Right. So we're not going with it. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We get to stay in the city behind the force field. All right, my lord. That's fine. We're going to set up a patrol, and we're going to get things back up and running, and hopefully restore the people's faith in protecting the city, in the protection of the city.
Generally the plan. And if this all is successful, for those of you that have taken up arms, we will sort out a wage and shift structure as well.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not too bad actually. It's turned out better than I thought.
Encouragement, gentlemen, encouragement.
And they get to it. They start like the natural leaders amongst them start to knock up some lists and things of what people are going to be doing, the jobs, and mainly patrolling their district because it's in their best interest. But they do have they do have something to get around the whole city, and that's it. They're up and running.
Flashing.
There's Lisa and what's the half orc's name?
Gongo. They're there with you.
Yeah, Gongo slept on the floor in my room. Man, that guy can snore.
They're with all of you. And these guys disperse.
I mean, if these lads are patrolling the city, like as good as we are, we probably need a few extra hands actually with us on the venture, wouldn't you say? Maybe it might be worth heading back to the castle and seeing whether of the the military men and the guards are able to lend their services.
From what you know, apart from a few in that main area, all the guard force has been completely slaughtered, and the city is in turmoil.
I've got to be honest with you, Mr. Pierce. I do believe that the dagger is going to be better than the broadsword in this venture. And that reference is that smaller is better.
If you think so.
I've got this. I think a small troop attempting to free the prisoners as opposed to a huge onslaught. If we go there with 50 people and then 400 of them, we're dead. If we go there with 5 and do it sneakily, I understand you're 7'5", right?
Yeah, 3 of us aren't exactly subtle.
and in all fairness, all 4 of you aren't very subtle because I've got a Goliath, a lizard, a half-orc, and a robot.
Hello.
So all I'll do is leave the sneaking to me.
Sweet. So we'll stay all here.
That could work quite well, actually, thinking about it. You've got the little light-footed thief. And then you guys just...
Sorry.
You guys just go in and just tear the place apart.
Yep.
Are we thinking, is Desmond accompanying us too, or is he kind of left to his own accord?
Desmond will go with you.
Yay!
Because he has also discovered his family are missing.
Oh, Desmond will be most disappointed to find out that his dad's been kidnapped.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially his dad. I mean, his mum as well, but especially his dad.
Desmond will accompany you.
Hold on. Oh, look, there's God. Good to see you, mate. I thought I'd go find my mum and dad, and they weren't there. And I drank some whiskey, and I'm ready to crack some heads now. Go on, beat him up.
Didn't Desmond have the Boris Johnson voice?
No.
Okay.
Different
Oh,
game.
yeah, that was his one-shot character. Okay.
Yes.
Different game.
Yeah,
This is the dwarf that thoroughly enjoys drinking.
Yeah,
So much so that he wanted us to steal for him.
Yes, that one.
Okay.
So if he ever watches this, he's I like whiskey.
Yeah. What's your next move?
Time to go to the north.
Yeah,
Yep.
making our way out.
Time to think about heading out of the city.
Walk up the same roads that you're familiar with, and you get to the gate. And the guy that would normally take your details as you leave, he looks to the right and he's face down in the mud.
Damn.
You walk out, and there are trails from all of the equipment, the cages that were pulled on wheels by trolls, by ogres, and then if you remember, there was a catapult that is also nowhere on the outside of the city now, from what you can see, because a lot of the grass has been flattened down now. But these trails are obvious, and they head north.
Just for sheer compliment, I will bring out my wooden whistle and we'll blow.
Yeah, you blow your whistle, and you hear this thing jumps out of the grass. Giant axe beak lands and like skids to a stop. And like goes, looks at you and like snuggles with you, and then
Chipping a little bit of paint off of the chest, just.
And
It's a
then
work in progress.
it goes right up to Mr. Pierce and like eyeballs him in the face and like.
He won't do anything.
Oh dear. I mean, this is a bloody big bird. I feel really, really short at this moment.
Yeah,
it's only Desmond who I can sort of look at his chin. You know,
you like the size of its foot.
That's not a view I recommend for anybody. I'll tell you now. No,
Trust me, it was hard work actually trying to tame him.
I could see where those eggs come from.
What do you do?
This is Axel.
Follow Axel the X-Beak. Dun dun dun. That's it. As soon as he tells me the name, great, straight on the old ukulele. Dun 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 dun.
Axel F.
Starts tapping his foot.
Ding ding. Sorry.
No. There's a quick way to get banned from a D&D session.
I guess you don't like
What's wrong with Crazy Frog? Oh.
There's much more annoying songs than Crazy Frog.
No, there is. Yeah, you're right. That's it was
Gummy
annoying
Bears
back in the day.
is one of them.
I mean, you could have had a pet shark. Baby shark.
No, that's even that is okay. Yeah, you're right there, Ray. There are a lot more annoying songs than Crazy Frog.
And I'm just going to sing them all while we're walking along.
I do apologize for starting this.
I know a song that I get on, you know.
So what are you doing from here? You are following the tracks?
Follow the tracks, but I will get on Axel and we'll make him, the cloth that I got from the Hobgoblin.
Yep.
I'm going to go let him sniff to see if he can actually track it. Okay. I'll go try it that way.
Who's sniffing?
Okay, so Axel.
I'm going to let the Axe-Beak tries get the scent.
Interesting.
Yeah, and animals' sense of smell is quite strong. Most animals' sense of smell is quite strong. And it follows the tracks. It just walks off slowly. It doesn't run or anything. It just walks off, like looking around as it walks, and like going, and just walks following the trails.
It's without sounding stupid. The thing that you just got them to sniff.
Yes.
Yeah, can I borrow that a second?
Okay.
Cool.
And I will
stick it on the end of my rapier and hold it up in front of Liz's nose.
Good.
Liza, take a sniff of that.
I smell.
Yes, you do. But I should have thought that out.
That was good.
Yes. Follow the beast. The beast no.
Well, you do right, and there you go. See, marvelous. The things you know, eh?
Yeah.
See, it takes me this long to lose the Australian accent with this guy. It's crazy.
I don't notice it. I don't notice an Australian accent.
I do. I feel it.
Yeah.
It's like, good day, mate. It's all there. It really is.
Subtle. It's very subtle.
It's all Pierce's fault as well.
Yes.
So you
interrupted you.
You take a trek. You're walking through all this churned up ground. The grass has flattened a fair bit. However, you walk for about 6 miles.
That's a long walk.
Yeah, and you're sort of walking over hills. You look back as you reach the brow of one of the hills, and you can see the dome in the city quite far off in the distance now. But at this point, you notice that the tracks, a big like collective track, which is what you were following and what the Axe-Beak was following, they tend to split off in like a fork. Now one continues directly north, the other heads northeast.
And what scent does Lisa and Axel? Do they turn or continue going straight?
They turn. So they turn to you, and Axe-Beak is like they're like looking one way, going, looking the other way and going, and it just starts walking around in circles on the spot, going.
Sounds like what a big chicken would do. Yeah.
And Lizzo's like, they split. Why they split?
Which way smells worse? North or northeast? Which one has more smell?
I cannot determine which one.
By looking on the floor, can we see if there's any particular difference in the amount of tracks that are on the deck? Like, which one's got more and which one's got less?
Investigation.
Maybe we could split the pack.
Lizard didn't really roll very well for his
survival.
20. Excellent.
21.
Oh, we're all doing it. 0.
Mr. Fish is doing well tonight.
All right, you can roll for. I'm gonna have to make a stat roll for Congo. You can roll for Des.
I'll roll for Des
as well. What was your modifier, Ray, on your roll?
3, so that's 23 in total.
All right. Okay, right. I said for a 23, you can determine that the majority, not the vast majority, but the majority went northeast.
What, the majority of the people or the majority of the wheels?
Wheels went that way too.
This is just like we're going to do we fully armed, fully energized, and fully ready? Do we go to the biggest pack first?
Well, if we're able, because the reason why I called Axel here is, if it is a cart, I can use him as a mount and get the people away for safety.
Yeah, interesting. But do we go to the busy side or the less busy side first? Parts go both ways. Footprints go both ways. We've got a lot of people and slightly less people.
Well, they're both important. It'll be nice to go get the majority out of the way, as there'll be more people to be happy.
Yeah, come on, Sebi, let's go the bigger way.
Sure.
Why not?
Sure. Yeah, let's go and crack some heads.
All right. So you go northeast.
Yes.
The busier route, yeah.
You continue walking. You can get further away from the city, and you reach the brow of a hill. It's a little bit taller this time, but just as you're about to walk over the edge, what you'll notice down the bottom in a valley is one of the ogres dragging a cage up this valley along with the river. So there's a river that flows through this valley. They're about half a mile away from you, and what you can see is that there are 4 bugbears with them, and there is 2 hobgoblins as well. This cage is full of people, and you can hear the cries from where you are. You see them, and give me. No, go on. What were you going to say?
No, I was just thinking about like that's a lot of people to go and try and take on in one hit. But
You know, though, from seeing this group, this isn't the entirety of what went this way. There's clearly more, and
This is just a game.
Yeah, by what you can see is that they're following tracks, and they've dropped behind for whatever reason. Yeah, you don't really know why, but they seem to have fallen behind.
Is there like a boulder kind of thing?
Yeah,
with us, and would it, if I did push it, in a sense, would it be able to get a majority out of the way without hitting?
A rolling bear gathers no hair.
there are a few boulders dotted along the top of the peak of this hill on the edge of the valley. These guys, if you look down, they're sort of to your left, like heading up the valley. So you'd have to move. If you were to roll a boulder down, it would just drop down behind them. But there are boulders dotted along, which are sort of sticking out. It's
a good idea, and we've got 4 big dudes, so.
And I've got my special stabbing stone, don't forget, that can cool monsters. I don't know if that would be more helpful or detrimental, but it's sort of something up my sleeve.
They'll listen to you.
In all fairness, it's the last time you summoned them, they attacked us.
Well, that's because I was holding the knife. But if we're all holding the knife at once, in theory, it shouldn't touch any of us.
All of us have a little finger, just one finger on the knife as he
Yeah. I really want to try that. But probably for another time. Or in desperate times. Which this could be. But we'll carry on with the boulder theory for now.
Very well be desperate. But yeah, it's... right. So, I like the idea of moving the boulder over so that we can sort of aim it at the front of the cart rather than the cart itself.
Yes.
So what are you doing for that? So you're going to have to move up the valley along the peak to get in front of them.
There are no boulders actually sort of like even in close proximity to where we need it to push. We have to pick up one and move it.
No, you don't have to pick up a boulder. There are boulders all along this peak, and there's a lot of stone because these hills are getting quite steep now in this area. But along the edge of the valley, like this peak that you've come to, if you look, say you've come up it, you look to your left, which is the way that they're going. Along the top of this peak is boulders like dotted around, basically, some lower down, some higher up, and there's a few like where you are.
So we'll pick one that's...
So you don't have to move any, you can just move yourself to a more advantageous position.
All right, and in that case, that's exactly what we're going to do then. We'll do that.
Yep.
How are you doing it? How are you moving?
So,
how are we moving a boulder?
No. So how are you? Your plan? What's your plan? It's to get the ogre, right?
The plan.
Ogre or any other members of just to minimize numbers.
Okay. At the moment, you're sort of behind them as they're heading up this valley. So you're going to have to move along the peak in order to get in front of them for the boulder to actually hit the group.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do.
So how are you moving along what I mean is...
I know what you're saying. Are we going to sneak or are we just going to go, hey, fuck you, and just,
It's perfectly reasonable to suggest that the group go back down the hill move along and then go back up the hill. That's another option.
So, big guys get away from the edge of the peak, and I can sort of, we'll do that. That's an idea. So, if the big one sort of step a little bit back from the edge, and then I can make my way along, keeping an eye on them, and then go this one and call them up to push that boulder.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
No.
Yeah.
I'll do it anyway.
It's just I could hide behind most of these boulders, but the rest of them are large. Even Desmond's wider than me.
Walking along, give me a stealth roll.
See, now that I can do.
All of us?
No, just Desmond, because you are way out of.
I'm the only one in sight. That is a 14 on the dice with a +5. 19.
Right.
19.
19, yeah. Well, 19 is absolutely fine. You are fine. You like spring along the top. You don't knock any stones down to alert them to your position or disturb any of the ground whatsoever, and you don't make any unnecessary noise. And you get to a good point to mount an attack. Around you are multiple boulders. There is a very large flat one to your left, right on the peak. However, there is a very round one a little bit further down into the valley, just about 10 feet down to your left into the valley.
How many of these guys do I assume that it's going to take to shift these things?
You have no idea. Cool. Go on, give us an insight.
My insight is what, +2? 19. New dice not letting me down. 19.
All right. With the tools you've got and the muscle you've got, you should be able to dislodge either of them out of position and send them tumbling down the valley.
Okay. Well, in that case, it's kind of like as light as possible, because I can do this. Yo, guys, I got a good one for us.
Shine away.
Right, yeah.
And if he shows me, and if it's 30 foot away, I'll do mold earth to loosen the ground beneath it.
Interesting.
Just to make it look natural.
Roll a stealth roll on that one. Which one are you doing?
On the circular one.
Circular one. Right, roll as a stealth.
Mr. Pierce was so good, he's gone invisible.
I got a 17 on the dice, -1, 16.
Okay, your mold earth. There's a slight rumble in the ground, and it moves the boulder ever so slightly to the point where it is dislodged from its settled position. But you look. Seb looks down, and they don't look up at all.
It still needs pushing. Well, spat all over the computer then. One disappointing thing about having the list of the it still needs pushing.
I will slide down and push it with.
Get Leather and Gongo out here as well, just to push it while Pierce is moving rooms or going to the toilet or something. Leaning up against the tree.
So when Liza and Gongo come down and get hands on.
suppose even Desmond, because he can push between their legs.
Lizard lifts, like he puts a good effort into it. Gongo pulls a muscle.
No.
And lies down. And roll for Desmond. Athletics.
Desmond was a 17. I think his athletics is +4, so 21.
Desmond gets hands on, and it starts to shift. Does start to shift, but they need a little extra.
I'll go down and give him a hand as well.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, you said you were going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Oh god damn it! It's 11.
11. It does lift. You do contribute a little bit, and it starts to. You think it's about to go, but it's not quite there.
Sebastian's going to run and drop kick it.
And break his leg.
I can't imagine it doing anything because my strength is -2.
Oh no!
Dexterity.
I tell you what.
No momentum.
No. It's got to be an athletics for this.
Yeah, I'm just going to run. I'm going to run and drop kick it. Come on. See, it's good because I'm a jack of all trades, right? So my strength checks are -2. My athletics is only -1. Right? So
Yeah.
I might be okay. That jack of all trades for a bard is actually really useful. No, not on the floor. Right? Got to swap to my green dice. Because I dropped the other one on the floor. That is a 19 -1, 18.
All right, that's all right.
Yes.
You kick it. Is that what you did?
Yeah, it was a running drop.
Yeah, drop kicked it.
So you did a running drop kick, and that's just enough to send it rolling, and it starts to roll down the hill, and it builds and it gains velocity as it like bounces over other rocks and slams into the ground. At this point, the patrol has noticed, and they're like, and they're trying to take cover because there are some other boulders around. And let's see. I tell you what, give us a combined attack roll.
Combined attack roll. All right.
What with our strength?
Attack roll.
So,
So what modifier?
Your strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you're just doing an attack roll.
So strength, yeah, not athletics, strength.
That's strength.
Well, in that case, Seb got a 17, and 19 -2, and Des got a 17, 13 +4.
I got a 6.
18.
All right, 58. Oh, that one. 19. This boulder like crashes down this this valley straight down, and the hobgoblins at the front get flattened.
Right.
Nice.
Completely flattened, but they now see you all on the side of the valley, and they take up arms.
Who?
And the bugbears all come to one side and start to attack or charge you.
4 bugbears. How far away are they?
And an ogre?
The ogre is there, and you can see the ogre is thoroughly tethered to this cage, and the ogre is just like screaming.
Sounds like Desmond when he's drunk.
They are, from where you are now, they are 70 feet away.
70.
Yes.
So this is where I really wish I had the crossbow.
And I'm going to show you this link. Let's roll for initiative.
Oh, sugar. Ooh. I'm blinded by the light.
Should be able to do it, Ray. I think I
feel your touch.
right, let's get Lizard. Oh, I need a token for Gongo. What can we do for Gongo? I'm going to type in Gongo and see what comes up.
Or just give him. Oh, was that guy from the Goonies?
Yeah, that's actually quite interesting.
Chunk.
Yeah, Chunk.
All right, do you want Chunk in? All right, Chunk.
Chunk?
It's Chunk, isn't it? Oh no, Chunk's the kid.
Yeah.
What's the other guy?
Sloth.
What?
Sloth.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you guys.
It's basically Sloth, yeah.
It was
green. Oh no, it's actually can't remember Sloth.
It was an American footballer.
Was he?
Died at the age of 38.
Oh my goodness.
Damn. Living the dream.
Yeah, the actual guy that played Sloth in the Goonies was an American footballer.
Mm.
And he died at age 38. Crazy, right?
I think that's quite old for an American football player, isn't it?
Say that. I mean, I'd say that to Joe Madden. He's about 90.
Wouldn't Madden then quarterback though? Don't get all the freaking knocks to the head, or not as many anyway. That and the kicker, like the most protected guy.
Right, you want Desmond as well, don't you?
He's with us, yeah.
Yeah, he's with you.
Oh, nice.
And
I can't remember his name now. Oh my god.
All right.
William Perry. That's what I was trying to think of. William Perry. He's still alive.
Who's that?
William, the refrigerator. He played for the Chicago Bears. Very, very, very famous.
Is he?
Defensive tackler, yes.
Never heard of him.
Uneducated swine.
No, I can't say anything.
Well, do you remember there was a battle royal at WrestleMania 1? I know those people wouldn't have watched it, but there was a battle royal at WrestleMania 1. The Andre the Giant one.
There was a WrestleMania 1? Freaking hell. I only know from 20 onwards.
I'm just gonna do the fact that the fridge was in that match.
Oh yeah.
There you go. See, William Perry. Because a wealth of useless knowledge.
Right. 20 and above.
Oh, better off for initiative.
Yeah, it might help.
So Sebastian got a 12.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to give you, because I've got him running for 2. Sebastian got a 12. Desmond got an 18.
All right. Okay. 15 to 20.
19.
What? Oh yeah. 19.
He got a new hammer, didn't he? What was his new hammer?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Billy.
The tenderizer.
Tenderizer.
It was a +1. It was a +1 hammer. So he's trying to remember. He's a plus 6 to hit, +5. No, it'd be +6, +6. Cool.
All right then. Right. 10 to 15. 5 to 10.
Yep, I've got an 8. Not. Do you want me to roll for Axel?
Yeah, Axel's in it. You got the stat block, haven't you?
Need to get it up.
You know what? The axe beak's in my new book.
Ooh. Yeah.
Which I can't get to. It's right on the bottom.
So so Axel will go on your turn actually.
Oh, cool.
And if you want to attack with him, he uses your bonus action.
I just found all my sheets. Stupid.
All right.
Cool.
So you're basically commanding him to attack because he's a stupid axebeak, doesn't know what he's doing, doesn't know what's going on. So you would have to control him and tell him what to do, which is a bonus action. But however, if he's being attacked, he will defend himself without you telling him to do anything. Anything else from anybody? No?
No, that's all.
Cool. You can see all these people screaming in the cage, and Piercy is first.
Okay, well. I still have a grey axe on me. So I might just chuck it at one of the guys running towards us.
You're 70 feet away, by the way.
Yeah, but like, can I just do like a Hail Mary throw? See if I can get them, because they are running at full pelt, aren't they? So they're going to be quite difficult to veer out of the way. Well, that's the theory anyway. And
you do have the high ground. There is, bear in mind, there is a couple of boulders in your way that you can just about see over. Imagine that this river, this dried up riverbed is the bottom of the valley. All right.
Okay, right.
So yeah, you can throw it, but it will be at disadvantage because it's not really a throwable item anyway.
No. Right then. Are there any little rocks near me?
Yeah, there are right next to you.
Yeah, sweet. So I'm going to pick up one of these rocks and I'm going to move I'm just going to move next to the big boulder that's in front of me.
All right.
So I'm going to be out of the way of its blocking. Which guy am I? Oh, yeah, I'm that guy. I'll
give you half cover there.
Cool. Right. And I'll just hurl that rock then at the furthest guy on the right as he's running up towards us.
Okay, disadvantage because of the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, disadvantage with a rock.
Cool. I'm assuming just throwing a rock is the same as an unarmed strike, isn't it?
So I'll give you a 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
1d4 strength modifier. All right, cool. So that was a 15 to hit.
That misses.
All right then.
So you throw it and he just smashes it away with his weapon, with his club that he's got.
All right, this guy's serious. All right then. That's all I can really do. I'll just brace my my newly equipped sword with the hopes of decapitating some people, and then that'll be the end of that.
I'll give you 3/4 cover actually, because that is a large boulder. So 3/4 cover is +5 to your AC.
Awesome.
Whilst you're in there, you're in that cover, that's all you can do. The ogre, you look at it and it's frantically starting to rip the straps off of itself, and that's all it does. And then it goes to Desmond.
Well, Desmond. What can Desmond do? Desmond has got a bow and arrow. So He's got his hammer, but I'm not going to run him in. If he runs next to Mr. Pierce, can he see over the rock?
Yeah.
In that case, Desmond is going to park himself there, and he's going to use his bow and arrow.
So he has to go on the rock a little bit, so he can get a bit of height. But then he can happily like duck back down if he wants to afterwards.
He doesn't have a bow and arrow; he has a crossbow. Don't make that much difference.
Might have to look at the range on that.
Yeah, 60 feet.
Oh, that's all right. So 60 feet from where you are, you can get any of them. In fact, no, either of the two on the right.
Yeah, cool. One at the top then.
Yep.
Just keep it easy. Crossbow, 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Now I've got not the greatest weapon in the world, but it'll do 7 points of damage.
Oh, that's very good, actually. Yeah, it goes into his shoulder, and you hear a cry of pain.
Just trying to weigh up the thing because I can't. At level 2, you don't get 2 attacks, do you? That goes
level 5. That is
single attack. But I don't know what bonus actions he's got. Offhand weapon.
He's got hand axes.
Yeah, he's 2 hand. Yeah, the hand axes they're only 30-foot range. So I'd have to throw at disadvantage.
Yeah.
To get the 60-foot range, so I'm not going to do that.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave that. No, he's done his job. I'll leave it.
He's done his job, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay then.
When we get closer, and he can start smacking them with his tenderizer.
Yeah, so they are running. They are running up this hill, and let's have a look how far they get. So these guys, right? One. Okay. So one guy gets there. One of these bugbears gets there. Another bugbear gets there, and let's see where these guys. One by that rock, and one just next to him. All right. One gets there. These guys on the bottom, from the guys at the top of your group, have got 3/4 cover. All right.
Cool.
And they're all going to throw a javelin. Guys at the top are going to throw a javelin at Desmond, who he's got half cover because he's gone on top of the rock, right? But he's still partially obscured from their vision, and they are going to try and attack for I don't know what his AC is, a 13.
That is a miss.
Definitely miss, yeah.
With half covers +2, isn't it?
+2, yeah.
Yeah, definitely misses.
And then this one is a 22 to hit from the second guy.
Can't hide from that.
He will do. Oh, God, this is quite. Oh no, there's. Oh, it's 1d. Okay. Right. And so this javelin comes in, and it does 6 points of piercing damage on Desmond.
Okey-dokey.
The other two at the bottom are going to throw javelins as well. They've only got one javelin. One of them throws for a 20, not natural, which is going to throw it at Despot.
Ow.
And you take 9 points of piercing damage for that one. And the other one does a 21 to Liza.
Jesus.
And they do 10 points piercing damage to Liza. And Liza has taken it straight through the shoulder. And is in a lot of pain. But that is the end of their turn, and it goes to Despot.
Right, I'm going to come out of cover and I'm going to head to the guy up on the top right.
Oh, it's Despot.
Me.
Sorry.
I didn't see your name at the top here. I didn't see Seb's name at the top. Can I? I'm going to have to backtrack here and say it's Seb's turn now. But you were supposed to go before them, but where I'd written it so high on my piece of paper, I didn't see it.
That's all right.
Apologies for that. I'll give you advantage on one of your attacks. Or disadvantage on a save or whatever.
Sure, it's fine. What can I do to a bunch of bugbears? What can I do to a bunch of bugbears? I don't know what I can do to a bunch of bugbears. I am going to. Go on. I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna tuck myself just behind the right hand side of the rock where the two guys are hiding behind the rock. That makes sense? No, wrong rock. The big rock.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, where you got the two guys. That's it. Put me there.
3/4 cover.
That'll put me well within range. Because I don't care whether the rock explodes. And I'm just gonna any of you guys know how to samba? And I'm gonna thunder wave. So could they make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yes, they can. They can make a Constitution saving throw. And do they have any special? No, they don't. 4 for the one not at the bottom, and 6 for the one at the bottom.
That's 2 fails. So let's see if we can squish some bugbears. Can we squish some bugbears? We squish bugbears with 12 points of thunder damage each.
For both of them? Yeah, each. Okay. That takes me to... Oh, yeah. It's like you push them back on the ground, and it seems to like rip the skin from their bodies, but they're like, look at each other, and they're ready to like keep running up the hill.
Angry creatures. So I've moved. How far was my movement to get to where I am?
Let's have a look.
What was it? Because I was sort of like probably my freaking movement, isn't it?
Yes, 20. Let's say 25. 25. Yeah.
Balls. Because I really would like to have run away. All rubbish. All rubbish. Now that's actions in combat, so I can't use any of them. All I've got is a bonus action. And that's so bloody good. But they've not got a turn for a while. So maybe. Yo, Lidder.
Yes.
If you beat these boys up, I've got a present for you. I wrote a song. He's a lady lizard, he's a lady lizard, and he eats stuff really hard. And if he comes over and beats these guys up, I'll give him a pretty bit of shard. Yeah.
I like the positivity in the face of sudden death.
It's very good, yes. So you can have a bardic inspiration.
Is that 1d4, yeah?
1d6.
1d6, very nice. I'll have a bit of that. Excellent. Right. Deskbot.
Yeah. So I was seeing Seb doing a certain spell. I'm gonna go with my movement So that's 1. All right. Go towards these lot. And I'm just gonna go clap my hands together and do Thunder Wave again.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Have a con save, please.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can.
Eat our thunder.
The guy on the left got an 8. Come on.
Fail.
Oh my god. The guy on the right got 3.
Fail.
Gotta be
So
right.
you're gonna.
The question you got to ask yourself is, what did we eat for dinner last night?
I know.
Nuts and bolts.
Definitely not what I had for dinner.
Oh, that was almost gonna be max damage. That's 14
Oh, Jesus.
thunder damage.
Yeah, I definitely don't eat nuts. Remember,
What would you expect? I've got circuitry.
Did you say 14 or 15? Sorry.
That's 14 points of thunder damage.
14. All right. Okay. So the one up to your right drops to one knee and spits out blood and is breathing heavily. Has a dazed look. The other one takes some damage, like some of the hairs and the skin rips off of its body, but it's still charging you.
And bonus action, I will blow my whistle for Axel to go finish off the guy who took the knee.
Yep. This guy, so Axel runs up, and what does he do? Have you got his stat block?
The only thing he can do, which is
Axe.
peck him.
Yeah, with his axe beak.
Yep.
funny that.
So that's a D20 plus 4.
Yeah, I actually found the stat block in my monster manual.
Yeah, you can only do one thing, can't it?
That's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
So that is a 1d8 plus 2.
Yeah, it's basically a dodo with an axe on its face. For one of a better description.
The stupidest.
Which is 5 points of slashing damage.
5 points.
Yeah, 5 points of slashing damage.
It's got a D8 plus 2, mate. It's freaking wuss.
It swings, closes its beak, and uses its head like a giant axe that comes down onto the bugbear, chops its left arm and its left leg off, leaving the bugbear still alive.
What?
No.
Boo!
And I'll go pet Axel saying, better luck next time. You don't know. You don't know, boy. Now be my turn.
So that's Gongo now. He doesn't really know what to do, and he's sort of like he follows Seb. Hang on, let's see what that movement is. Let's say he's got 30 feet, which is the same as everybody else. He moves up to Seb. Doesn't know what to do. Throws a rock just before he ducks behind Seb at one of them on the bottom for a nat 20.
Death by rocks.
And come on. Oh, okay. So 4, 5, and then I don't know what his modifier is. Let's say a +5, so he does 10 bludgeoning damage. What do you reckon? Does that sound about right? +5 on strength?
What, a half orc? Yeah, +4, +5.
Yeah. So he does 10 damage to that one. He just smacks him right in the grid, and he's almost like knocked off his feet. He almost spins to the floor, but he just spins around and it's like ugh, shakes it off. But you can see his jaw is like hanging slack as if it's broken. What do you want the lizard to do?
So where is Gongo?
Gongo's next to you. In fact, I said he moved behind you there after he threw that rock.
Well, Liz has got his bardic inspiration if he goes and beats up these two the other side of the rock. So
yeah, you want him to storm in?
Yeah, run straight in. He can go and assault them.
All right. Yeah, he can get right up there.
Big, strong lizard like him. I've watched him take out those axe beaks, squash the shit out of them. And he's got my bardic inspiration as well.
He has. He's got
Kill.
So what one do you want him to go for? The one at the top is the one at the bottom has got a broken jaw at the moment.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Yeah?
Yeah. The one, put him out of his misery.
Okay, he gets a 21 to hit with your bardic inspiration as well. And he does a 1d10 plus. Let's have a look at his stat block.
Bugbear's going to turn into a rug.
Come on, where is it? 1d10. Oh, he's only got +2. Right, 1d10 +2. He does 7 points of damage to the one with the broken jaw. But what he does do is decapitate him.
Yeah.
Hey, nice.
And he like spins his glaive. Did I say it was a glaive? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a glaive.
Glaive around his body. It's like in preparation to attack the next one.
Yes, because he's a litter folk who gets 2 attacks. Go litter.
Yeah.
This is why I shouted for him when we were running through the streets.
He does get a multi-attack, actually. Good spot. I was just going to give him 1 attack then. Right, here we go. Oh,
I remember how good he was against those axe beaks. I'm going to remember that he had 2 attacks.
Unfortunately, he got a nat 1. And I'll tell you what, should we do a stumble? A fumble, sorry?
Hey, he's an
I've
NPC.
got a little fumble table.
You can do whatever you like with an NPC.
Critical miss table. Let's roll.
You can
17. At 17, he's just really embarrassed that he missed, and it has no further effect because he rolled high.
What else has he got to do now? Is it just NPCs?
You what?
Do you want us to go do a fumble table?
Do you want to do a fumble? Do you want to do a fumble table? Because I've got a table for critical hits as well.
Sure, why not?
It's up to you, yeah.
Yeah, it's something different.
All right, it's fun, isn't it?
Fumble table and a critical hit.
Well, I mean,
yes.
I just want to point out that I'm never going to roll on it, so it's fine.
Why not?
Because if I roll on that one, I get to re-roll it. What's the chance of me rolling 2 nat ones on the trot?
Yeah, fair one.
I love being a halfling.
Does your luck not have limited use though?
No,
halfling is a built-in trait.
It is a built-in trait. If a halfling rolls a nat 1, they get to re-roll it.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, so you will never have to roll on it.
Well, unless I get 2 nat 1s on the trot.
Yeah, you're going to use it once. Yeah, fair one.
You know, it's a very high margin, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But I thought as a bard, I'd need as much help as I can get because I'm squishy in combat.
Top of the round, Piercy.
Go on, Piercy.
Go on, son.
All right then.
Looking hench.
Yes. Go on, Marion. Go on, Marion.
I will probably head up.
Go on, Eileen.
No, it's Pierce.
He's Mr. Marion Pierce.
Where's Miss?
Come on, I've got some Red Alert hardcore music going on here. I need some serious action.
Oh.
Okay, all right. So I will head up to the one that is just to the top left of Desquat.
Come on, Eileen.
What's your movement?
Good question.
Yeah, all good. No, that's fine. 30, I'm guessing.
Goliath, 40.
Is it 40? You are yeah.
No, 30.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting we're only at level 2, man. Don't get the extra movement yet.
Not yet.
Sweet, right. So I will swing with my newly anointed great sword for a. Where is my dice? 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool.
2d6. Love great swords.
So good.
And that is 8 slashing damage.
Oh. You you deal some serious damage to him. You slice through his armor and make a serious scar across his chest, and he's like shocked and bleeding out quite badly, but he's still standing.
Okay, cool. And for my bonus action, what I probably should have done beforehand is I'm gonna, because I saw the new Dragon Ball film last week, I'm going to Super Saiyan Rage. Just scream at the top of my lungs, and hopefully my hair turns yellow.
And it does.
Really?
Not that you've got any.
You're now future Kami. You're now you're the Mexican.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you've raged.
9,000.
Does that grant anything else to you, or do you have to wait till you attack or get attacked?
Both.
It gives me a strength saving buffer, but
right.
Nothing else.
All right, cool. Right then. So if that is all you've got, unless you want to maneuver around him at all in any way, I don't know. It's up to you. I'm just trying to offer you some different outlook on the situation.
No, I'll stay there.
This ogre eventually like rips all of these restraints off of itself, and it starts stampeding towards the lot of you.
It's the one I'm not looking forward to.
Nope.
Oh, jeez.
Damn, that's fast.
Damn.
Right. Starts stampeding up the hill, and it grabs the straps that it had, and they're so big and bulky it becomes like a flail. And it swings at Mr. Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
For a 16 to hit.
That doesn't fail. That's successful.
That's successful, is it? All right. Let me just get my other dice. As he swings it round, it hits you for 14 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Which is halved.
Yeah.
Because you're raging.
Which is halved. So 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And
that's all it can do. And then it goes to Desmond wherever he's doing.
Well, Desmond is going to. He sees the axe beat doing a pretty good job, and despot of that one, so he wants to go over and help Piercy boy because he's seen this giant ogre thing run over.
Okay, so he's going to go over to Piercy boy, yeah.
Yeah,
and he's going to go whereabouts exactly?
Yeah, that'll do. Going to hit the bugbear first.
Hit the bugbear first. All right, great.
And he's going to hit the bugbear. Come on, green dice. With his plus, there's a 16 to hit.
Hits.
And he was using a warhammer, wasn't he?
Yes. +1.
He was a dual fighter. He was a dual fighter.
Yeah.
Yes, because he was using the hand axe. Right. Okay. Cool. So, get the right dice out.
I think he uses. I think he uses the warhammer for one attack, or he does.
We'll do dual hand axe and hammer.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. Oh okay. Yeah.
Bonus action offhand.
Yeah. It's not.
But
yeah.
But he gets to add his bonus to the attack.
Yeah, please.
Hammer hit will be 6 + 4, 10 points of bludgeoning. No, 11 points of bludgeoning damage from the newly improved Billy Boy Tenderizer.
Now, what does it look like as the tenderizer kills this thing?
So, so what the way it was designed is the front and back plate of the hammer have had the teeth sort of embedded in it, so it looks like a steak tenderizer hammer.
Yeah,
used in the kitchen. So the teeth are basically 9 bold pointing teeth stick out of the front of it.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. And it goes down like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, cool. Then we'll step into the ogre.
Yep.
And we'll use offhand on the ogre, which will be a 17 to hit.
Hits.
And then that will be a hand axe plus his 4.
Offhand doesn't get the modifier.
It does if you're a dual weapon wielder.
Oh, okay.
Two weapon fighting.
He chose 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah, as his fighting style. Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
So he gets to add the bonus to it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that will be 7 points with the hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
And as this big ogre's quite scary, action surge.
Yeah.
So we'll go with another one with a hammer, which will be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And then new hammer, 6, 5, 11 points. Yes, 11 points of tenderizing goodness.
Anything else?
No, yeah, that's done.
Well, you do action surge with the offhand as well.
No,
it's just
really.
If you've got 2 attacks, you action surge, you get 2 attacks. You don't get the bonus attack.
No, it's yeah,
so
because that's
when you're 2 weapon fighting, the offhand is a bonus action.
Yeah, that's part of your turn. Yeah. So yeah, the extra attack, you sliced into his knee and then you've smashed into the same wound, and it's caused him a hell of a lot of pain. He cries out in agony.
Good.
That's the end of Desmond's turn.
Big ugly evil things it is.
Bugbear at the top, after being attacked by this Axebeak, is going to try and attack the Axebeak.
No, not
Yes.
It's going to be a stupid question, but Seb been missed out again.
Yes, yes, yeah. Sorry, because you're right at the top. Right, I'm going to write it down here. Yeah. So you're not on my I didn't put you right on the list. I put you above the list. So yeah, sorry, Seb.
That's fine. That's cool. Sebastian's pretty fucking useless. Can't wait to get to level 3 and actually get some decent stuff. Yeah. Sebastian behind the rock. Can Sebastian climb up on top of the rock?
Yeah, he sure can. It's not that big.
Cool. And I want to move. Liz has got this bugbear sorted. I want to move across the rock so that I'm sort of now level with Piercy's head.
Yep.
At the ogre, because I can't do anything else. I need to do some damage. So, Constitution saving throw.
From the ogre. That's
From the ogre. That's actually going to be quite good for the ogre.
Let's see. So a good modifier, but he only rolled a 5 plus 3.
Cool, so that's a fail. So yeah, it'd be exactly the same again. I sort of just pop up to the top. I'm going to sort of looking this ogre in the eye, maybe, or in the chest.
Yeah, in the chest.
Cool. You shake my knees, but I rattle your brain. Too much of fighting drives a halfling insane. You broke my will. I'm gonna kill. Fuck you, ogre. Great balls of thunder. Ah! 15 points of damage.
Oh, it's getting battered. It's getting battered. Let's have a look.
Oh yes, on the cuff, on the cuff shit. I love that crap. Go.
Oh, taking some thunder damage. This ogre's like run over, attacked Piercy, and then he's like had an axe and a hammer to the left leg, and then suddenly this thing's popped up from the rock next to him on the right, and has started singing this song, and then he's been attacked by thunderous damage. He doesn't know what's going on, and I think he's a little bit out of his depth.
I was actually quite proud of that little rhyme. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was good. Well done. Have an inspiration.
I'll take that. I think I've still got one. I do still have one.
You need to start using them.
I have one as well.
In all fairness, I haven't needed to yet. Okay. Piercy's there, isn't he? Yeah, okay. Hasn't gone yet. He's next. Cool. Yes. I'm going to throw Mr. Pierce a bardic inspiration.
All right.
With a. I don't know what am I going to do for this one.
I'm not fancy. You don't need a rhyme.
Yeah, no, my brain. I pumped myself up with that really cool thunder wave, and bardic inspiration's just sort of gone. Yeah, it's cool. It's kind of like, I love you, Mr. Pierce. Hit him really hard.
Thanks, mate.
And that goes to the bugbear on the top right, who's just been attacked by the axe beak, and in his brutish fashion, he knows he's fucked. Like, he's sliced to pieces, he's coughing up blood. He took one knee, he's back up, and just in a rage, he's going to swing for the stupid creature that attacked him with his Morning Star. And he swings for a 12 to hit.
Hits.
It hits. And he does. Right, let's get this. Okay, he does 13 points of piercing damage.
Oh, he survives.
As he smashes it into his leg.
Survives.
But he's coughing up blood. And
that was 13 points of damage.
Yeah, piercing.
So yeah. So he's got 6 health left.
And he's going to try and flee, this guy. What's his movement? All right, he's going to try and flee to there, right? But that gives the axe beak an opportunity attack.
Just axe.
Just the axe. No, actually, you get one as well.
I'll throw one for the axe for revenge first. For a nat 20.
Oh, God.
So I'll take double.
Nat 20. Let's roll on that nat 20 table, yeah? Do you want to roll it? Roll a d20 for me?
All right. 17.
It doesn't matter. Right. What's the damage?
7 on the die. Plus.
He dies.
2.
That's why it didn't matter. He dies.
Oh, what was 17? I need to know.
Okay, the 17 means that. Where is it? Next page. The 17 target has disadvantage on all saving throws for 1 turn.
Okay.
Where did you find that, Dan?
I've got it. It's a printout from creativequest.co.uk.
Cool.
Yeah, so go there. Yeah, they've got some PDFs there which are quite good. And I just whacked them in this folder. It's quite handy. Cool. So that was his go, trying to get away. Now the others are pretty much dead, apart from one more at the bottom. This final one is suffering, but he's going to try and take a swing at Liza, and I think he hits with a 21, dealing. Right, so he deals 11 points of piercing damage against Liza. And Liza drops to one knee, and he is in a really, really bad way. He starts like spluttering up blood and breathing heavily. But only Gongo notices this. And it goes to Despot.
Yep. So if I do, that's my spell for everyone. Each object. So I can't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna go one up to Neoga.
Whereabouts?
I'll probably go next to the dwarf.
Yep.
And causing all my anger and venom I have in my system, and I go try punch a punchery skin with poison.
All right.
That is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
1d10 acid damage. Yeah, max damage, that's 10 points of acid damage.
Well,
punch him in the ankle.
So punch him, and it just like your punch
just punches his skin.
On the let's say so it's on the same leg, so it's on his left leg, which has been slashed, hammered, possibly fractured a bone, and now he's been burnt in that same leg. He looks worried, as worried as an ogre can be. What else do you want to do?
Let Axel stay where he is. Because I don't want him to get hurt even more. But so that'll be my turn.
All right. So Gongo is just following Seb at the moment. So he climbs up, and he says to Seb, "Oh, big ug, look weak on leg," and he gives you advantage on your next attack.
Great.
And that goes to Piercy.
Okay, I'm just going to take a swing at the ogre.
Use your inspiration. Use your inspiration.
No. Well, I'll roll it without inspiration. Because I've got quite a good modifier on that, so I reckon I'll be fine. Huh, bastard. 13.
Let's see. Yeah, it hits.
All right, don't use it.
Thanks, Dad. All right, and that'll be a 11 slashing damage. Oh, no. 13 because of my rage ting.
Oh dear. Things aren't looking good for this ogre. At all. At all. He looks like he's about to die.
Oh, good.
What else you got?
Well, I can't really do much else because if I try and move away, he's going to take a swipe. So I might just stay put and huddle with me with the fam. Yeah, I'll stay there.
The ogre disengages and runs back to the cage. He grabs a couple of people out of the cage and is looking to run off.
Oh, did any of us get an opportunity attack with that?
No, he chose disengage.
He chose to disengage.
Ah, damn. Bastard.
Bonus action, grab people.
Yeah. Desmond is next.
Did Seb have a go?
Yes, Seb did.
Yeah. Seb's after Des.
Desmond is gonna have to use his little legs and run after this ogre as quickly as he can.
What's your movement?
25 dwarf.
All right. You get to... Yeah.
Not Seb, Desmond.
Sorry.
Wrong one.
Desmond should be about the same. Yep, about the same.
Okay.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
All right. He'll pull out a running crossbow shot because that's all he's got. Which will be a 20 to hit, not natural.
Yep, hits.
7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, the ogre takes it in the buttocks and is stumbling. It looks like he's going to drop.
Offhand, bonus action, throw hand axe.
Go on then.
22 to hit.
Hits.
6 points of damage. Not rolling well. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Tell us how you take down this brute.
In the ass.
Desmond for going to describe this as a 13-year-old boy would. Desmond running after him in all his anger, he's just gonna let out a war cry as he lets go of the fly and throws his axe and I want some whiskey. Yeah, just launches his axe. And let's see if the crossbow bolt hit him in the buttocks, the axe split his difference.
Oh
dear.
And now that's
Dicklundia.
and that's how you bleed out.
And he like dives into the mud and just skids to a halt with these people in his hand who managed to jump out miraculously. And the cage is now open and people are starting to get out and move around the area.
Cool. Well, action and bonus action have been used, so
that's it. So that's the end of the combat now.
There's still one bugbear.
Still got one more.
Talking about. Oh my god! Oh my god! What a shit DM. All right, he's down there.
Don't put yourself down.
Nice shout. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Seb.
Is it me? I'm going to run and jump off of the rock, and I'm just going to rapier in hand. I'm just going to take a dive at him.
All right.
If this works, is going to be brilliant.
I'm going to use my luck. I'm going to use my inspiration.
No way.
Okay, 18 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, so rolled on that one. Then I rolled a 3. So I've used my inspiration.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Rapier damage. What's my add-on for my rapier? It's not great, is it? Oh, no, it's +5. Oh, no, +3. That is 5, 3. 8 points of piercing damage from my rapier.
Okay, and you do him in as well. Well, not as well because it's a different person. It's the same person describing two people. So, how do you kill this creature to end the combat?
Yeah. So, just from the top of the rock, I just I run past Gongo and give him a wink and go, "What's this?" I just sort of jump off the top, rapier above my head, just kind of that whole tongue out, furry feet flying behind me. And I'm just going to aim for the top of the head and just sort of come down, point first, and just skewer him.
Excellent. And as you land, you realise what a state Lizard is in.
Oh, now I've got just the thing for you, Liz. Don't you worry about a thing. Come here, boys. Come here. Gather round. Gather round. Gather round. All gather round. Get within earshot of this. You'll like it. You'll like it. Trust me.
For everyone.
Yes, everyone.
No, I've got to bring Axel as well.
Oh. I can do this.
Do you know remove that battle map?
Stop sharing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Gather round. Gather round. I've got this for you. You'll like it, right? Trust me. Trust me. You, my friends, make them all feel better. Because the cuts and their bruises need fixing right now. And you're all going to get 5 hit points back.
Cool. Thank you.
Guys, everybody in earshot of that song gets 5 hit points.
Oh, very good. You saved my life.
Almost useful. Almost. Love a bit of song and rest.
Beautiful. No, that is good. It's definitely good. So you've got all these dead bodies around you.
Have anyone got a crossbow?
No, they've all got javelins.
I need a crossbow. Yo, people in the cage. Any of you carrying a crossbow?
No. We are but simple townsfolk. Please save us.
I've already saved you. The door's open. That way.
We couldn't possibly make our own way there.
Is there any way of...
You fucking kidding me? You can't make your own way? That way. Just follow the tracks backwards. That way.
We have nothing to defend ourselves with.
Is there any way that Axbeat can tow this carriage?
You can have a look. So if you look at the carriage, it is just a lot of anchor points for the straps that were used as an improvised flail by the ogre, which can pretty much strap up anything.
I'm just wondering whether the axe speaker's got
the...
Do you know what? Maybe.
They're large creatures, so it probably could.
An axe beak is a tall, flightless bird with strong legs and a heavy wedge-shaped beak.
Yeah, so it probably could do.
And just make sure
it's worth a try.
I'll cast cure wounds on Axel just to make sure he's fit and ready.
Yeah. So did Axel benefit from the first healing spell?
It's any creature that was in earshot of me singing that song.
Yeah, so you pretty much get Axel up to full health almost?
Yeah,
I didn't want to use both my hit dice.
And so yeah, he feels good, like his wounds just miraculously heal. His leg, which was starting to get a little bit gammy, seems to be pretty good.
And
did that just happen? It did. That's the first fight where I didn't get hit. Sorry.
Ranged. You had the.
I'm not going to be
range.
I'm not going to be doing the Travis.
What's that?
Just make Sarah get injured. Because that's what you've done. Well, critical well done to their players.
So, is there anyone we recognize in this group of people?
You look, and there's nobody that you recognize.
Course we came after the wrong one.
But you can tell that this cage has been overloaded massively. People are crammed in like sardines.
Right, those of you that are able to walk, step out and start walking with us. We're going to get the beak to carry or to pull those who are unable to walk. And if I think you can walk, you're going to get out and walk. It's unfair on this poor creature who's just been battered by a bugbear.
No, they're so grateful that you've saved their lives. Not long before they were getting pulled by an ogre. So they get out. Most of them get out and walk, and it's just like the women and children that stay in.
Right, God, then Deathbot, he's your bird. He don't like me much. Keep giving me the eye.
He can't help that.
Just tell us what your plan is from this point.
So, okay.
So, no. Then your bird, man. Your bird.
So with what I can gather, with where he likes to eat, I'll be guiding him on that fire net with all the kids and females.
Right.
But I'll be like trying to ease them, like saying, like you said, like all aboard, like that kind of thing, just to ease them.
Yep.
I'll be like saying that as soon as we start making a move.
All right. Cool. So your plan is to what you do? Are you all going back?
I suppose we're going to accompany this back. I mean, because somebody's got to go with Axbeak to control him, otherwise he's not the friendliest of creatures. He only listens to Despot.
Yeah, it's true.
So if Axel's pulling this, then we're going to have to accompany it back.
Okay. You all in agreement with that?
Yeah, I reckon.
Okay.
Cool. So you head back following the tracks. And you're getting quite familiar with the terrain now. You go over a few hills and eventually you get back, and it's starting to get towards the end of the day now. But you get back into the city and you return, and people are astonished. They cannot believe that you've done something. Within one day, you've returned a whole cage full of people. And loads of people come and hug their loved ones, and it gives you a great sense of well-being.
What's the cage made of?
Iron.
Great. Scrap the metal.
Yeah.
Scrap the metal. Use the money to rebuild the houses in the town.
That's great. That's very lordly of you.
You certainly got to build a thing that just destroy the sewers.
Oh yeah, they'll use it for that as well. But the people surround you, and with their loved ones, they start chanting, "Hurrah for the Guardians! Hurrah for the Guardians!"
Guardians now.
That's it.
ITC Guardians.
And that's the end.
With one more, Dad, before we hang up, it's like, because he's saying while they're cheering and while they're scrapping, can the Smithies take what they need to create some more weapons to load up the militia with some good shit?
You just hear, oi!
See, good lad, that one.
You're another one going, what the fuck are you doing? Right, and that's it.
Sorted.
Really?